Howdy folks, welcome to Mosaic Team 5, our original Starfinder game. I am Joe Treff, your GM this evening and most, and joining me are my friends Matt, Dan, Cara, and Olive. We are all here celebrating Olive's birthday with the pumpkin spice girl theme, and so you can see all of us taking some various approaches to what that might mean. As is the tradition, the person who best embodies this theme gets a reroll that can only be used for this evening. Looking around the table, there are many fine examples of what a pumpkin spice girl might be, but I would say, Cara, you did go to the grocery store in full makeup, and you provided us with delicious drinks, and
I got mocked by the youths.
Also, you got mocked by the youths.
Say something?
The youths said...
the youth don't need to say something.
I'm going to award you that reroll to use this evening.
That's nice.
It is a nice pumpkin spice autumnal girl reroll. Your support makes all of the stuff that we do here possible. Thank you so much for that support. You do so by subscribing here and on YouTube and on Patreon, where there is behind-the-scenes content as well, at AlberonRPG on all of those, as well as Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. There's a tremendous amount of content. You can see the different things that come up on our table. Right now, some pumpkin spiced accoutrement, a house bag.
A very pumpkin spice girl
that
bag.
could be terrain.
Yeah.
Anyways, neither here nor there. You can see when there's
bag.
battlefields and all other kinds of things over at AlberonRPG. Also, all of our old sessions are over on YouTube. There are currently, I believe, 595 sessions up on YouTube of Starfinder, of Dungeons & Dragons, of Lancer, of Cypher Systems, Paranoia, Shadow Dark. There are all kinds of things. Fallout 2D20, all over on YouTube at AlberonRPG. I also wanted to say, in addition to Olive's birthday, I think it's Talon's birthday relatively soon, too.
Yeah, it
right?
is.
So,
Happy birthday, Talon.
Happy birthday, Talon.
Absolutely. We have Monument Studios music to thank for the sound in addition to Sirenscape. And that is all the announcements that I have for this week. That brings us to this week's session.
On Mosaic Team 5.
And to you, Cara, with the recap.
Mosaic Team 5. When last we met, our mission on Mars has finally come to a close as we successfully gained control of all 3 sites directed to us by the Director, the mysterious AI that lives in our ship and is apparently developed on a planet called Yarth. Some time ago in Sweden. Sweden? Sweden.
In Sweden, yes.
In Sweden, yes. I've heard it's sweaty. We have gained control of the manufacturing/growing process, I suppose, of Gaia's mutagen, and we have allies and friends left in place to kind of steward that process. That just leaves us to decide what we do during our downtime for the next week. And indeed, various plans and wrap-ups are made. Bubs contemplates the meaning of altruism and capitalism and the dichotomy of running a business and trying to be a good person.
It's tough.
It'd be tough. His dream of owning a laundromat coming to a close. He wanted to find a person who would take over and steward this laundromat with the same level of care and attention to detail and grounded reality that he brought to it. Joe gave us a manager, and we drugged him and said goodbye.
A professional manager. His entire career is to be a manager.
Because of the byproduct of one of your fucking things.
He was born. Actually, I think it was Spice. He was born specifically to be a manager. He was nothing but a twinkle in nobody's eye until probably 10 minutes before that session began.
It's like, oh shit, we need a manager for this place.
But no worries.
And through deep contemplation, finally settled on perhaps the best candidate of all. The name I have forgotten because he's such a valuable member of that team.
Scott Dragonfist.
Scott Dragonfist.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell which member of the team Cara cares about. Scott Dragonfist has agreed to take over the laundromat and, more importantly, our hideout attached to it, while the Team 2, that is, stays on Mars. ECCO made plans for their downtime by checking in with 547, also a member of Team 2, and alerting them to the fact that there are indeed yellow nutrient cubes for sale, potentially plain, on Mars. Before contacting 899, they discovered, finally, that through the mysterious transmissions that they've been receiving through the drift, a code alerting everyone to the location of the mechanic for those who know, and which units are present therein. After a pleasant call with both ECCO units, ECCO is determined to make for the mechanics and is bringing presents in tow. Shade also attempted to wrap things up by heading to meet with the Prime Education Machine with the hope of impressing upon it the need for guidance for the child AI that we have definitely not harmed or destroyed in any way. Sorry, I got real distracted by our sudden shift in lighting. It got real dark here for the...
It's just Dan is so dark. I'm trying to get a little bit more light on Dan.
I think he doesn't want to be in the spotlight.
Anyway. Unfortunately, no one meets with the Prime Education Machine, and while turned away and disappointed, he did make some solid connections and offers of a place to return to and a home potentially should his wanderings cease. Shade also had some things to contemplate as his truth-telling and honor led to him potentially losing some connections for discovering his lost memory cores. He now sees only one route, Spice's mother. And Spice is a little reluctant to contact her. After all, she did say not to call her again. And Spice is nothing but a good daughter, as is seen by her going to the ship after deciding that Hisoka does need to be turned into the GPF for the money, because who cares, and does drugs with him for a solid 24 hours and sees through the universe, coming out the other side with a new character build, one geared toward healing and party management.
That was
And also
one
drugs.
crazy drug bender.
Yeah, really.
With my dad.
Shifted the very essence of what is Spice. It's like Spice wakes up with a doctor.
Dr.
Six full
Spice.
doses of fucking DMT just straight to the brain.
With all of our goods packed up, our presents,
Reachability
our
score.
orders, our lives on Mars, and erstwhile fathers in bathrooms, we make our way onto the director and out into the drift. First stop, the mechanic, then Lola's diner for a meetup, and finally the vivarium and home. Before the next phase of our mission, Ours Bay. And Mosaic Team 5, this is where we begin our session.
Absolutely. So as we left off last week, all of you were moving away from Mars, now aboard the director, and you have not yet set your course. Technically, I do not believe.
Olive took notes on where we were headed,
excellent.
and the answer is indeed the mechanics first, then Lola's, then the
Yeah, I
vivarium.
don't think we had in-game, like, put in a coordinate, but we've decided the route.
So Shade, you in the cockpit are able to punch in the coordinates that ECCO gives you. ECCO, you decode these off this message that has been bouncing around through the drift for a very long time. You've actually tuned into it no fewer than 4 times over the course of this campaign, but never quite rolling high enough, unfortunately, to pierce the veil of this transmission. Just a simple radio show that seemed to be signing off. You give this to Shade, and Shade, you can punch this in.
Beep, boop, bop.
As you drop into the drift, can you go ahead and, or actually, with that coordinate,
We just go.
you can just
24
go.
24 hours probably pops up.
So you activate the things that you need to in order to key in the drift jump.
I pet
Your
Squeak.
ship drops into the drift. You see the stars drop away around you and are replaced instead with the interstellar clouds that form the channels and lanes here in this interstitial space. And you can see, indeed, on the clock, 24 hours begin to count down. It will only take you a day to reach the radio station that you have keyed in. Give me just one moment.
Echo doesn't often get restless leg syndrome, but there's just like a fairly steady bouncing coming from where they're sitting
Sure.
as they're just like,
Where are you sitting?
I guess I'm in the cockpit because it's going to be 24 hours and then we will be there.
What is wrong with your leg?
I think I am excited.
Oh, is that what that means?
For Echo, Echo is an android who is built for speed, and so Echo bouncing their legs are activating actuators and things that are designed to move at like 100 miles an hour. It's industrial machinery that is bouncing up and down. So yeah,
Like
if this wasn't a
hummingbird.
spaceship, if this was like a car, the whole car would be moving on the shocks.
There's some warning lights coming up on the panels.
Squeak's getting a little nervous.
When's the last time you saw your mechanic?
They are not my mechanic. They are the mechanic.
Sorry, the mechanic.
What?
Oh. Echo starts like thinking, and like the gears start literally turning as like a fan kicks on. I'm not sure. It's been a minute.
Bubby's
How
gonna-
many years? Years? Months?
What
Oh.
is their relation to you?
Well, earlier, I would have said they were like my landlord. But I suppose they are the best example I have of a friend or a family from before I met all of you.
Ah, that's so
Regret
cute!
saying that out loud.
Should I get, like, when we greet them, is it one of those things where we have to bring a gift?
I
To
am
their
bringing
house?
gifts.
What are you bringing?
The armor that's back there.
Oh, yeah, duh. Obviously, you spent a goddamn fortune on that. Okay, gift covered. So it is one of those situations.
I'm excited to meet this mechanic. They seem nice.
Is it more of a dad, brother, sister? Do they have a gender?
They are the mechanic.
Okay, so they work in the garage? Dad? I don't know. That didn't answer my question.
I have never inquired of their preference for gender.
Fair enough. All right.
Would you like me to inquire of your preference for gender? I
No.
apologize.
I'm excited to meet this guy. Anyone who works around like tools and stuff like that, they probably have like a really nice supply closet full of cleaning materials. So maybe I could just check that out.
It was a nice supply closet.
Do they build starships? What kind of mechanic are they?
Kind of everything. They do have an interest in many different starship designs that are unique and well constructed. In fact, they did leave a message, if you recall, in one such design.
I don't recall. Replay the message.
Pull out the blueprints of this shuttle, and coded into the blueprints, you can see Echo takes apart the elements that make this file display images and technical data, and underneath it all, there is a little bit of script that seems to be a message left for Echo in it. And you would remember that you have found this in that sort of space station that the mechanic had left behind.
This is from
that's
our time
Alberon.
on the Zin Crawler.
Yes. I remember now.
Their station was that blasted heath that we landed on in the atmosphere. I was not aware it could do that.
So is it just gonna be the mechanic there, or?
It seems that, apart from 899, there will be other various Echo units.
Oh, that's awesome.
I trust that you will all stick by the naming convention and not refer to all of us as ECCO.
No, I wouldn't do that.
In my case, 549 would
Oh my
be the
god,
most
I don't like
way.
using your government name. It sounds weird.
That is not my government name.
Then what is your government name?
It depends which one you wish for.
Good answer.
I like that. So there are 24 hours on this clock. As they count down, presumably all of you will rest at some point, but is there other activities that you want to take care of over this transit?
I want to clean up the ship.
Okay. It is, you don't smell anything because you don't, but you, as you enter, there is something that is innately off, and you know that there is something wrong aboard the ship. And as you kind of get closer to the armor, you almost have to walk slower because it fills you with dread, the sensation in the air. It's unclean. And it's been a little bit of time since you've been back here.
Director.
You can see the blue light ping on into the hallway, and the director speaks through the intercom. Yes, Bubbles.
We're both lucky we can't smell, because this place is gross.
Oh, Echo
No
like is
message
walking by as they're like pacing through the ship. The little cleaning droid was fixed.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it needs, assistance. It can't do everything,
And sure enough, you kind of like look past Echo, and you can see the little wedge-shaped robot scrubbing furiously the single spot on the floor, and so dirty is it in here that each inch takes like 5 times the amount
wait,
of time.
hold on, you're not doing it. And Bubba's gonna go over to the machine. He's gonna kind of squish it by, and he's gonna start just going around to
No
the.
problem. You get down on your hands and knees, both you and this drone set to work, and you will clean this substantially faster.
Nice.
Director, do you have any calculations on at this pace at what time the drone and Bubbles will finish cleaning the ship to their satisfaction?
17 hours, 37 minutes, 14 seconds.
Oh, that is very optimistic. I had put it at 36 hours.
There is no response from the director for that. Is there anything else that any of you wish to do?
Echo is trying to turn their pacing into something constructive and is like flip-flopping between seeing if Shade needs help, seeing if anything in the engineering bay needs help, and seeing if any regular maintenance needs to be carried out on the ship. They're just kind of like buzzing around the ship for a bit, trying to find something useful.
Echo, I just mopped that area you just walked on.
Sorry.
Right by, there's already wet footprints like on the wall behind you. Like Echo is moving so quickly through this. It is a normal pacing for Echo, but it's quick. Noticeably quick, but time passes.
Shay's trying to read the manual that he got from the oh my gosh,
Manual.
From the
edict.
Edict of Junk.
Yeah, the edict.
Okay.
Yeah.
Surrender.
Give me 1 second. So you reach into your pocket or into your belongings, I suppose.
It's kind of
It's like the little
dichotomy.
Gideon Bibles from the hotels. You just have it in
Shay's
your
just
pocket.
like sitting in the
A
cockpit
Gideon Bible?
reading
So this
Gideon's
is
Bible from.
this is the Android Communal Meditations Manual. It's a
Yeah.
thick paper book. And
Trying to
as
counteract
you
the
pop this open,
hyperactivity from Echo.
Shade, you read about various mental disciplines designed to help androids organize memory in a more efficient manner, in the same way that a human or a more biological based organism might kind of place and organize thoughts. And you recognize that were you to practice the meditations within this manual, perhaps once per day, perhaps for 10 minutes, you would regain a resolve point.
Whoa!
Oh.
As Shade is cleaning, where are you cleaning?
What?
No,
Where-
he's
Reading.
meditating.
I mean,
Reading,
sorry.
reading.
Where
I'm
are you?
sitting in the cockpit
You're in the cockpit.
reading. Yeah.
Bob's just gonna go over.
Cleaning emotion.
He's gonna start cleaning the cockpit. He's just gonna lift your legs up real quick, clean under your legs, put them down, and go back
Legs.
out.
That's it.
Easy enough. You do that.
Spice is kneeling at the driftmist tree in her sexy priest outfit, with the candles that she got for La Jupo. She's like set up this and like a weird salt crystal thing going on of a bunch of like drugs and medicines that she's cooked up around her, and she's gonna pray to Hylax on behalf of Echo, so the reuniting between Echo and the mechanic goes smoothly. smoothly.
Make a mysticism check.
Kara's afraid.
Plus 700.
Alex is like, oh, fuck that.
I mean, Hylax hasn't been shown to be very vengeful yet, so
Yeah.
that's good.
He's an angry god.
Okay,
An
31.
angry healer god.
Yeah.
Fuck you, fine.
With a
I don't
31,
think he's healing.
So how
Spice,
are you a healer?
as Bubbles cleans around you and as Echo paces, you can hear the sort of dual tones of their footsteps just across the decks.
Forever.
But you focus in on this circle, and as you place these candles especially, they almost seem to help you focus in an entirely different way. It's like the sounds drown out around you. You send out this thought. You have this ritual using stones and drugs, the things that you hold holy.
Yes.
And you send these intentions out into the universe. And with that check, nothing happens.
Okay.
You get the sense that Hylax not necessarily in a position or of a disposition to help you.
Okay.
You haven't done anything for Hylax. You've
Nope.
just prayed a lot.
Yeah.
Got that tat.
Hey, some gods like that.
But with that check,
Mm-hmm.
the candles from Lao Shu Po,
Mm-hmm.
there is something to them.
Okay.
And though they burn and you watch as some of these candles begin to melt, wax never runs down the candles of Lao Shu Po. They never get smaller. They just continue to burn. You get the sense that using these candles in such a ritual has the potential to attract a much more negative entity than the one that you're trying to reject.
Oh. Whoops. Didn't know that.
But you clear the candles away
Yeah,
to take
sure.
these rocks.
Whoops. Not the right god this time. Haha.
It also wars off cats. It's the grandmother rat candle. So it literally says right here.
Awesome. Good thing
Lao
it's
Shu
not
Po
dog.
is known as the grandmother rat. So, there is no rat infestation of your ship. You do not gain any of the sort of negative attention of Lao Shu Po.
God.
Is there anything else that you guys are trying to do as this clock counts down?
Oh.
Okay.
Taking care of Squeak because I love my sweet boy.
Roll a D100, Matt, just for fun.
Oh.
The squeak table.
Just for fun.
How many poops has Squeaks?
Squeak has been fully
Stuck
sentient this
in.
whole
Where's
time.
his litter? I know,
Squeak
yeah.
shits the whole ship.
Squeak's gonna start a baseball career.
53 poops.
53.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Ow.
The trip goes by without issue.
No.
You take this nice journey. You see these swirling interstitial clouds kind of drift by. And very soon, with only about an hour left, you begin to pick up this radio signal, much clearer than you had before. This radio signal belonging to WSRB Music to Drift By. Just a very faint sort of, very topical, almost muzak. But as you lock onto this, it directs you through the much more calculated channels of this sort of space. And Shade, you can navigate very easily what would be a tricky approach. And quickly, your systems begin to pick up something else out in this drift space.
Beep, boop, beep.
You send out with your scanners, and it pings back a space station.
Nice.
Echo is like run back up to the cockpit now, and it's just like,
We are approaching the space
Yes.
station.
You can see there is a landing pad. And I would say, Echo, even at this distance, you can see a very familiar sight. There is an Anubis Dynamics Chillwater 4D shuttle. This is something that had been missing at the last place that you had gone to, and it is parked in its familiar place. It has the special landing pad that is sort of required for such a large craft for easy maintenance, and you can see there is actually a doorway open. A force field is across, but it allows entry, and you can see there is a person, or an android actually, moving around on the inside. You can see there are servers in here. You can see there is a little bathroom pod that is off and to the left. You don't see the mechanic directly, but you see a lot of peripherals that they have with them.
oh, perfect, they are home.
Shade, do you go in for a landing?
I would probably hail first.
Okay.
to like let them know that we're an allied ship.
Ding dong!
Not like
So you
that.
send a signal just like that. Shade just going ding dong.
Ding dong.
Knock, knock, knock.
You send this out, and instantly it is picked up, and you can see there is a incredibly expressive humanoid face that has been stretched across a clear robotic head and upper torso. You can see very articulated limbs kind of adjusting the angle of this camera. They're wearing coveralls. You can see there is a mechanic's hood that is down kind of around their shoulders. They look immensely human in this moment, were it not for the obvious mechanical signs that you could see. But they look over across, and spotting you, Shade, they say, "Well, hey there. Welcome to the radio station. We don't have a tour scheduled today."
Echo like leans into the visible frame.
We
Hello.
are here.
Hello.
Business.
So it's you, hello, and then hello, and then hello. 3 people just begin talking all at once, and you can see their eyes squint ever so slightly. And they say, "That is a lot to process all at once, even for me. Why don't you come on inside? I'm sure somebody would be very happy to see you." And they just smile, and you can see like a twinkle in their eye. There is so much emotion coming out of them that it is uncanny valley for the 2 of you, certainly. For the other 2 of you, this is like the most down-to-earth android that you have ever seen. The most human android. And in this moment, you can see there is a little green light that pops up on your computer showing you where to land, right next to the shuttle.
I do so.
Okay. You come in for a landing, easy enough for you. There's plenty space here to land amongst the elements of like microprocessor printers. You can see some soldering irons, a little tiny water spout up against the wall. But through the field, you can actually see Echo. As you land, sort of coming around the corner, there is a larger humanoid. You can see grease on their knuckles. You see a welding visor that is pulled down, but in this moment, they push it up. They are still built like a just brick house. You can see they look like they could carry the entire ship on their back, in fact, if they needed to. But you can see the face of the mechanic gazing sort of at you, expressionless, which is pretty common for them, sort of regarding you as you land. What are you all doing?
Echo's like run back to the not the hangar, but like
I complete landing protocols.
Okay.
I guess the bay where we get out of that. My brain is not letting me say the word.
The hangar?
Is it literally the hangar?
Yeah, you're
Goddamn.
right.
Where the armor is.
Yeah.
And is just trying to like be cool.
So you get all your stuff, you move over to the ramp. As the ramp descends, you sit there being as still as you can, as cool as you can. Are the rest of you guys going as well?
Yeah, I would. Is this a pet? Is this a pet appropriate area? Or should I keep Squeak on the ship?
You don't see
that
any
Shane
other
asking,
pets,
or is
but
that
it is a space station.
I'm asking Cara as Echo because it's Echo's house.
It's not Echo's house.
Well,
it's the mechanic's house.
It's Echo's friend / family's house. We're
Echo's
guests.
trap house.
We're guests of guests.
Ooh, trap house.
You can see the android of this is like kind of talking to the
I'll leave Squeak on
mechanic.
the ship.
You can't hear what they're saying, but the mechanic nods just once, and the android takes one last look at all of you and then turns and kind of walks off towards the back of the space, giving you all space to talk to the mechanic. Are you all approaching?
Spice, kicks down the door.
Follow Echo's lead.
Oh.
Behind it, though. I'm gonna bring
about to
some-
step out, and Spice
And-
kicks down the
Yeah, I
ramp.
kicked down the door and
There's
not
no
a
door,
door
but
to
Echo,
kick down.
Spice has kicked it down.
just clanks
there.
down
Director's
the
like,
thing.
ouch.
Where's your kitchen? I'm starving.
Spice.
So Echo,
I thought this
you
was your family.
enter in through this
That is-
field.
Incredibly rude.
There is oxygen, there is atmosphere when the ramp comes down, but it's still freezing in that brief interstitial space. But as you step through the field, it's hot, it's humid. You can smell grease and electricity and the smells of machinery at work. You can hear the sounds of machinery at work. And you can see in this kind of interim moment, the mechanic has turned and is walking towards their workstation. They pause about halfway through and they turn to look at you, Echo, and they just gesture with their head towards a chair that is near the work bench. You can see it's been wiped clean. There is a fresh canister of synth oil right besides it. And Echo, this is your exact calibration. Right over to this place. This leaves the rest of you kind of alone. There is, you can see off to the right, an entire console of a like commercial grade radio station broadcasting. There's like 30 different screens, list of music, different kinds of like loading screens, and various sort of analytics that are coming across in real time. Yes.
Bub's not going to go over to it yet, but is there someone like DJing or someone like?
You can see at that console there is that very humanoid-looking individual, and you can see a little name tag on their coveralls that says Kessel, Kestl, all capital.
Just quick question for my notes: is it DJ Kessel or just Kessel?
It is kinesthetic engineering stereolithography.
Okay,
Just Kessel.
Just Kessel. Echo, you zoom past, leaving everybody else kind of alone in this space.
Echo just immediately sits down and says, "It has been a while."
Okay. So you say that. They still have their back to you as you say that. You can see the head nods kind of up and down, agreeing with your statement. They turn back around, and as they do, you can see that there is a small bundle in their hands. And they cross the distance. They still don't say anything, but they place this cloth in your hands. Do you unfold it?
Yeah.
Within this heavily greased sort of mechanics cloth, there is your original combat gyroscope. This had been removed long ago and replaced. One of those things that just wears out over time, and you just kind of replace without ever thinking about it. But this is something that they have taken painstaking moments to refit, to polish. This is not just restored or preserved. This is something that was cherished. This is something that has been cared about as an item that is worth remembering. And he hands it to you. And as they do, for just a moment, their fingers touch your hand, and they say, "I miss this." And they let go of this object, just releasing it into your hands. They put a hand on your shoulder. It's not a command, it's not a push, it's just presence. And you've been gone for a long time, but for just a moment, Echo, it feels like nothing has changed. But while that is happening, you can see that there is a door that leads beyond the space. And in this space, you can see a heavily modified ancient Harbinger dark matter phoenix. Almost impossible to recognize for the sort of aftermarket pieces put onto it. This is something that has been built for speed in a way that makes it look sort of ugly almost. And you would note that 899 is currently working on that ship.
Damn.
Whoa.
Echo kind of
How's the
sits with
craftsmanship of
the
that?
gyroscope for a bit
Mhm.
and is just holding on to it. Oh. This is my team.
They turn, and 40 feet away, all of you still kind of within this entryway. They
Spice is just eating popcorn, watching Echo be weird.
Bubs would just give a high, a shy little wave.
they sort of have a lingering stare over at Shade. And they kind of shake their head. They turn back to you, Echo, and they just say, "Are they any good?"
Yes. They're like me. And in particular, one of them might need your help.
He points, and Shade from across the space, he just points directly at you. And he kind of nods.
He would also be most intrigued to hear about any fun projects you are working on, and to see them, if you have time, of course.
Kind of nods his head. And in this moment, it's a slow nod. This is an individual who does not socialize a tremendous amount. You get the sense that they're not super interested in like going over projects with Shade, but they'll take a look and help him out.
Shade's probably just gonna whisper is everything okay? After getting pointed at.
Ignore.
Left on red.
Just gonna be like,
If you wouldn't mind, may I show them around? It is your space, after all. I haven't been here in a while, but it does feel like home.
They shake their head and they say, "It isn't my space. It's just where we're working right now. There's a lot of things happening in the galaxy. It's dangerous."
Oh, 899 did mention that they would like some armor. I have brought some along.
You can see just the one big hand point over their shoulder at 899, who is currently working away, welding some element of armor back into place on this craft.
And then they kind of lean in conspiratorially and they're just like, our ship also has some interesting details if you would like to take a look.
They turn and they look past you. You can barely see their eyes. They have like these heavy eyebrows that like you can almost barely see. But they take a good long look at the director.
Ignore the paint job.
That is a D12.
Hey, I'm proud of that. Gibbs worked really hard on it.
you are 50 feet away.
Oh. Well, she's listening with her mind.
Yeah, she might hear that.
He turns back to you and he says, "Huh. But that's all."
Mm-hmm.
And you get the sense that very interesting to him, but he has a sense that you don't have a ton of time here. Perhaps even more so than you do. And at that moment, he said, "They said you might not be long." And they point over at 899, who, as you look past them, has assembled a probably small squad's worth of weaponry and equipment. Damn, I knew I said it right. A squad's amount of weaponry and equipment. You can see cases of cells and ammunition tucked neatly in the storage unit off to the side of the ship. This is a Echo unit who is preparing for something. So you have arrived here. You're showing the rest of this group around?
I think Echo, upon hearing them say that they don't have a lot of time here, is kind of snapped out of it for a sec as they realize that's true, and they're not staying here forever. They get a little bit sad. And oh, yes, I suppose this is just a stopover. They kind of hold on to the gyroscope. Would you like to keep it?
You can see they're already working on a new project. They shake their head and they just say, "That's for you.
Thank you.
You've changed."
Yes.
Try to remember. Don't change too much. They go back to their project. You can see these gigantic hands working with tiny tools with an incredible amount of precision. It would be almost easy to mistake them for the android and the android for the human in this situation, were it not for the fact that you have good amounts of history with this individual. But they seem really pleased that you're back, as much as they ever have seemed pleased about anything.
And Echo kind of waves everyone over, and kind of walks / real life jogs over to meet them.
Yeah. So Echo waves you over and then is right in front of you. And you all walk over to the mechanic.
Yeah.
If there's indication that we
Echo
should
would steer them
approach-
around because the mechanic is busy towards 899.
Okay.
Oh, 899! Sorry for trying to kill you on that
You
train.
can see the eyes narrow instantly into pinpoint.
Hey, hon!
But they relax as soon as you come into view, Echo.
Why did he point at me?
Oh, he wishes to speak with you at some point. But be warned. He doesn't use many words.
Then we have something in common.
Less words than you.
Jesus. going to be a short conversation, unlike the one with 899.
Also, a few words.
Not when I'm here. Just kidding.
I just want to thank you for having us in your home away from home, Echo. This is a nice place.
It is good to see you, 899.
You can see 899 looks up from the work that they are doing. They incline their head and they say, I am happy that all of you are alive, but there is still much work for me to do. You will understand if I cannot stop to talk long. The design firm and the biology warehouses still stand.
Yes.
I brought what you asked for. And they gesture at the armor containers.
They tilt their head, and now that you've arrived, Echo, they put their tools down for a moment, and they hop off. And as they land in front of you, it is very much just like you and 899, not identical by any sense of the words, but you stand in such a way that you're almost mirrors of each other. And Echo, you look at an individual who, in a very similar place to where you were a couple of months ago. This is somebody who still very much works alone. This is somebody who is maybe searching a little bit more actively and aggressively for Pallades Rock than you were. But aside from that, there is a lot of commonalities that you are noticing about this person. But they land on the deck and they turn to you and gesture over towards the rest of the supplies, but say, where is it that you are going next?
As I said before, we are headed to Aura's Bay, and we are aware of the occupation, as it were.
You can see there's a brief moment of calculation, and they say, tell me, do you wish to end Pallades Rock?
It would be good. I had planned after my mission with Mosaic Team 5 was concluded, if my debt was sufficiently lowered, to join all of you in that goal.
It would be more than good. None of us can be free until all of us are free. But there are few of us as capable as you. I have done many calculations. It will be more expedient to assist you first and tackle Pallades Rock second. If you need me, I will be ready. As you all prepare for Aura's Bay, what will likely be the last arc of this campaign, it's a good time to start cashing in on favors and leveraging allies. And so, on the list of allies that you will be able to call on to for Aura's Bay, Echo 899 is one of them.
Nice. So we got Sydney and 891.
There is a lot
Kevin.
on Aura's Bay. There is a GPF occupation. There is a resort planet that is still there as it was before. There is expansive dining options. There are tons of stores. There are lots of problems as well. And because of that, there is not nearly enough of you to tackle all of those problems. So on Aura's Bay, you will have an option to call on allies for each of the problems that you encounter.
Nice.
Okay.
Once you use that ally, they will be tied up for the rest of that arc. But you have a tremendous number of allies that you can call on. You will need to get them ready to do so.
All right, let's go through my notes.
Your help and assistance is always desired. I would be honored if you would join us. I see you have a particularly speedy craft that would be beneficial towards infiltrating the GPF space. I would also recommend, as I have recently discovered, the benefits of backup. You may wish to take someone with you. If there's anyone you wish, I would also be honored to have their help.
There are few that we can trust.
It is very true. we have a few friends that perhaps could be beneficial to you, and if not directly, good contacts for the future.
You are best positioned to coordinate the strike.
It is true.
But when you are ready and know where I should be, call me.
Do we have a beacon for Aura's Bay? Can't remember.
Don't believe so, no.
We do not.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm sure it's easy to find. It's
It's a resort plan. Yeah, it's very easy to find, yeah.
Is that something that can be purchased, or is that
It can.
Do we want to?
can it be shared if one person purchases it?
Yeah, it's for the ship.
Is it like a Netflix
If you get the
password?
family plan.
It's for the ship. So it's basically when you get one of those beacons, you are getting a special sort of like handshake that your ship can do with the beacon.
So I can't share it across multiple ships?
No.
That was the question, sorry. So it's not like password sharing.
No, not quite like password sharing.
It's like the new Netflix password sharing where you have to be in the same
exactly,
location.
Exactly. There's a physical ship. If you're on the ship, yeah, sure. But no, it would need to be something that you would use.
Hard-coded in.
A beacon would be most useful. I will see about transferring one to you.
They tilt their head.
Those things can be transferred, right? Like you can send somebody one?
Yeah.
Like you can cash app a beacon?
Of course. In fact, you actually know somebody who deals in beacons.
Is that the Harbinger dude?
He's somebody that...
Oh, damn, is it
sells
William?
lots of different things.
Surprise.
I thought it was.
No, we're not.
ally?
We're not
That's
that's not an
salty.
ally, that's a
And-
resource.
He is in the business of pleasing people, so, you know.
Damn, nope. No, we'll find something else.
Okay.
I'm sure Pete can coordinate something.
It's just an option that's there.
It's an option. There's always options.
So you have gained Echo 899 as an ally. Is there anything else that you are trying to do in this space?
Echo would probably, like, take these two on, like, a tour of some of the, like, other spots that we missed from the Zin Crawler. Because Echo's supply closet was on the asteroid around the Zin Crawler, so the supply closet, sorrowfully, is not here.
Correct.
That was the good one.
This is a slightly different layout. This isn't the exact one-to-one. There's a lot of the same similar things. You can see there is like the central workstation that the mechanic tends to like to use. The terminal is very similar to the ones that you remember. And in fact, you can see a series of servers that likely contain blueprints and schematics from various starships, like the place that you last left. You can see a little bathroom stall with a toilet that rotates out. There is water that flushes, and when it does, you can hear it flush along the entire floor. And so some kind of a filtering system built into the station itself. There's bunk beds that have been set up, along with an additional workspace where you can see all kinds of strange sort of like biosynthetic tools. You can see... as you continue to walk along here, there are a number of posters for WSRB, Space Rock and Blues Radio. You would recognize that at one point, this was not a station located in the Drift. It used to be located in something called the Pay2 system. Let's see, what else? That's most of what's here. I mean, a lot
Echo
of...
would probably finish up by taking these two to, like, the most human character on the station,
Yeah,
which is Kessel.
creepy-
Yes.
Ugh. You weird me out. What's wrong with your face? She doesn't say that out loud.
Okay.
She
But Echo would be
screams
like,
it with her mind.
they have also been playing a number of interesting tracks that you might be interested in sampling for your music.
Oh.
And then Echo, during the tour, has just, like, whisper calm to Shade. Now that everyone is suitably occupied, you may wish to speak with the mechanic. He does not specialize in androids, but you might bond over your love of ships, and he might offer some advice. He's been particularly useful, helpful, good to talk to.
I appreciate the offer. I will seek him out.
Okay.
Bubs is going to go to Kessa
Okay.
And just go, hi, I just want to say we're real big fans of the station.
He turns around in this chair and he smiles at you. You can see the crow's feet like wrinkle up in the corner of this biological mask. And they say, well, it's always great to meet a fan. Is there a song I can play for you? What's your name?
Oh, well, I don't know if I want to give out my name, but this.
Oh, don't worry. It doesn't need to go out on the radio. I'll play a special song and only you will know it's just for you.
Okay, well, there's someone out there, that I really care about, and I'm hoping that they're okay. They're a little bit in a troubled spot, and I care with them with all my heart, honestly, maybe even a little bit more. And Bubs is kind of getting a little nervous. And he's talking about someone on RSB. Who knows?
Yeah.
Spice think he's talking about her.
It could be Miles. But there's a song that I remember, and Bubs is going to... Can Bubs sing the song that got stuck in his head when we were on Mars in the underground tunnel underneath the club? That Bubs was singing that one time that we get stuck in his head?
Yeah. You can.
It's gonna get stuck.
Yeah,
in
I'm
your
gonna
head
Shazam
again.
it.
Okay. So you
a
sing that song.
sponsor.
You don't have to do no roll required for that.
I'm not rolling, just in case.
Okay. You can roll just in
7.
case. There you go. 7.
Sometimes you just run a roll dice.
Yeah. So it takes you about 7 minutes to kind of get through it. You're trying to remember the words, and eventually you kind of come to. They nod and they say, I can't say that I recognize that song.
Okay.
It sounded lovely, though, and I'll find something similar to play. What's this person's name?
Oh,
You understand it'll be hard for them to know it's for them without your name or their name.
just and Bubs is gonna go over and whisper in their ear.
Okay.
Their name is Tifi.
Okay.
What?
I whispered. You didn't hear it.
You whisper this into
Spice
the
can hear that name from 4 miles away.
You can
She
see
smelled.
I can
and
smell it.
types this little note into their communicator to make sure that they remember. You can see
What?
they cue this whole thing up.
And just say it's from their night in twice polished and cleaned armor.
Okay.
All right.
That's a weird message, but I sense it's from the heart.
Oh, they'll know.
And what system are they in? I have to direct this. From the drift, it's hard to get it to every place, but we'll make sure they get your message.
Bubs will say it to I don't know what system it is for Auris Bay.
It's just the Aura system.
Okay, Auris system. Just but he won't say it for Auris. Is there a way he can say it to the next station and it broadcasts out to next door?
It'll be
Make a physical
staticky.
sciences
Okay.
check. You think about what
Is
you
it
know
only staticky?
about radio broadcasting.
Well, it's got to
Well,
be
not
a
even
certain
radio.
distance from
It's a 7
the
again.
It's a
wavelength.
7.
But I'm gonna ask him.
Okay. You ask him, can I send it to the next? What are you asking?
No, it's fine. Sometimes
Don't
radio
pass it on to the
stations
next.
it'll open up. It depends if it's like nighttime. Sometimes they lower their broadcast signal. It really depends. I know a lot about radio.
Yeah, it's also technically not radio. It's
It's
like
intergalactic,
quantumly entangled because radio is slow.
Bubs will just say Auris Bay. He'll just make it quick.
Okay. You say Aura's Bay. You can see they go over to the council. They add this to the 1,000-long song, but they put it up near the top. So this is going to play soon. And this is something that is going to be transmitted out to Aura's Bay. Spice, are you here for this?
Yeah, but she's digging through her memory, going through, trying to remember the Vesk call to action again.
Oh, that was episode.
So they turn to you,
7 or
Bubbles,
8.
and as you say Aura's Bay, they say, I'll do my best to get this to them, but it's been hard getting a signal in, and not a lot has been coming out. But I'll do what I can to get your message through.
I have a message that I want sent, and it goes like the call to she just... Is this thing on? I don't see the red light.
It's because it's not on.
Oh, can
Are
I...
you on videos, or are you an actress? You just look familiar.
Yes, I'm an infosphere influencer. My Spicy Mino, nice to meet you.
You can see
I
one
can
hand
sign. She just
types
like
into like the infosphere, and instantly like videos and things come up. But the number one is one that you've seen before. It is the interview with TJ.
Oh yeah.
And instantly, that is the first thing that pops up. It is like the number one spicy media thing.
Yep.
But in close second,
Spicy meatos.
there are a number of videos from like the laser tag arena. There are other things from bounty hunting that are now starting to populate.
And I am one of Driftpunk's finest. I played an amazing set on a train once. So I'm a musician myself.
That's amazing. I've never heard of you, but I'm sure it's because you're brand new to the scene. Do you have any tracks that I could put on for you?
Oh, I can play them for you. I have my guitar in the ship. Let me go
keytar?
get it.
Oh, no, Spice,
that's okay.
I don't want to play.
I'm not really
Fine.
into the guitar, but I'm sure a lot of people are, and we'll get you some airtime if you're a friend of the mechanics.
I am a friend of the mechanic. Where's the mic?
Echo's just in the background, like.
They instantly, you can see that they catch your signal and they turn and they say, it doesn't really work like that anymore. That's more old-fashioned. Let me show you some cool things. And they go over and kind of, Spice, make a sense motive check.
Why
Are
are you
they
wrecking
plugging
my...
in the...
They're basically
Gibbs
just
keyboard.
they're
Gibbs
dangling
keyboard.
keys
It's
in
the
front of
Gibbs
Spice right now,
keyboard.
yeah.
The Gibbs keyboard.
What did you
Except
say?
the
Sense motive?
Yeah.
Gibbs keyboard came to life.
Ha ha ha. She sees right through it.
I'm not some baby.
Oh,
Although
Jesus.
those are shiny keys.
35.
So with a 35, they are incredibly friendly, but you get the sense that they're trying to keep you away from the microphone as they like pull up this program and they say, there's over 50 million different sound files in here and you can make any song that you could think of. It's called Station Band. It's something that most people don't have access to, but you can use it if you want.
I would love to. She cracks her knuckles and she sings. Oh, God.
Mambo number 5.
Something that's not copyrighted.
No, number 6. Sorry, number 6.
Yeah,
It's in the
Mama.
future.
6 dropped years ago.
Yeah.
Well, I
Start of
was.
the festival.
music.
She starts
80,000.
singing, I'm a man of constant
Happiness?
loneliness.
Oh, yes, from that famed info film.
Can I say
Oh,
of all
sister,
of the
what
musical
art?
styles that I considered for drift punk, like really, really rural blues was not on the list of
Yeah. She
Folksy bluegrass.
like
Oh, it is a real song.
like plinks
Yeah.
I thought it
one
was
of
from a movie.
the sample tracks, so it's almost like a EDM version of I'm a man of constant loneliness.
phenomenal. So yeah, instead of having just like the little guitar at the beginning, it is like
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic. So you begin, make a just roll a d20.
Okay.
This
Don't
is
you have
your
this as a
moment
profession?
I do. I used to
at
have
the
it,
radio
but then
station.
I
If you have it as a profession, you can make it as a cultures check.
Oh yeah, profession,
There
drift
you go.
punk.
As an envoy, you can then use cultures in place of.
Oh, you want me to use cultures? All right.
I'm saying you can.
All right, I will.
Do I have that as a second profession as well? Because I was the second member
Yeah,
of Drift Punk.
She's
Not
literally
unless-
put
I
ranks.
literally have
Ranks
ranks.
into it.
Oh, you did?
I have.
I put
You're
ranks in my
like
profession.
fucking...
Oh, that's...
No, I'm not Art Garfunkel. I'm Oates. Okay, she's Hall.
I don't know. She's the one
Dirty
with
30.
ranks in it.
No, wait. 28.
So with a 28, this is very much like that scene from Oh Brother Where Art Thou. You go ahead and you wail on this. At first, this was specifically to distract you, to keep you away from the microphone. But like maybe 5
like,
seconds
"Oh,
in,
damn, she got
you can
pipes."
see quickly they go over, they hit the record button. They weren't recording to start, but
I
they
knew it.
certainly are towards the end. They begin to like adjust things on the fly. And over the course of like 6 minutes, Spice pumps out a one-hit wonder. Absolutely,
I am
yeah.
man of constant loneliness.
But there is just this like beefy techno beat. There's all kinds of just this sick bass drop right before the chorus starts. It's a absolutely filthy song. And you record this live at the radio station. This guy's mind is blown as you do this.
There's just like a weird startup tone from Echo's brain, like
There's even a moment where you're about to start talking to the mechanic, and you can hear this beat, and they just go, 1 second. And they go over and just like watch out the door. There's absolutely like you can see Squeak up on the cockpit, like looking out the window. This is a once in a lifetime performance that you're all witnessing just off the cuff from Spice right
How's it
here.
compare to Silence?
Slightly worse.
Slightly worse.
But that's saying something. Silence gave Shade a religious experience.
Yeah, silence.
Drag me to
Yeah, silence is something. But Spice, absolutely, you record this track, and almost certainly this is going to be something that people will listen to on the info stream.
Yes!
Birthday.
Finally! Alright, Spice is done. I can retire her forever.
We need a healer.
Well, maybe she lives.
You finish this, and they say, that was unbelievable. I'm so sorry. I doubted you at first. I thought you maybe didn't have all of the music. A guitar isn't a traditional instrument for most kinds of music, but that was amazing.
It's also not a
Where are you from? Where did you learn how to play like that?
I am a woman of constant loneliness, and my dark heart guided my fingers on the guitar.
They nod a little bit at that. And they just say,
I'm from Castroville.
Castroville. Okay, that's more of a direct answer.
Echo's just like in the background, like false, true, false,
Absolutely.
true.
So you say that. They just sort of say, hey, not a lot of great music coming out of Castroville these days, so it's nice to hear this will be very popular. Have you thought about representation at all?
I haven't. Are you offering?
It's not really the kind of thing that I do, but I could do a little research and get back to you.
Yes, obviously. I'd love to sign with you. Thank you.
Well, I'm not really prepared for that right now, and they pull out this data slate, and you can see there is a fully printed contract that is like set up for production.
Where'd you pull that out of then if you're not ready?
Well, my desk, but you could sign right here, and we could make this happen.
Okay.
Sign on the dotted line.
She signs it, but like with fingernail polish, and then kisses it with lipstick.
Not legally
That's
binding.
a data screen. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely okay, and I'm not bothered by that at all.
Echo is like in the background, like.
You can see they take it. Spice, you have signed over a 60-40 deal. They get 40%, you get 60% of the proceeds.
That's
for this
way
song.
over Spice's head. She obviously didn't read it.
Is it
Typically, like 10% is what somebody in their position would take, but no problem.
question though?
Yes.
Gross or net?
I
It does
believe that is
not
gross.
matter at that
It
percentage.
really doesn't matter, but yeah, gross.
Depends how much you get for streaming.
It is so gross.
They also just like weren't really expecting this, so this is
Yeah.
kind of the default contract.
Spice has no idea how any of it works, so she just trusted.
This is also just not really what they do, so they don't really know how much. how this
Perfect.
works. So it's a partnership made in heaven. The naivety of both of you will keep you from manipulating each other. Fantastic.
This is why I couldn't stop it. Echo's just like, nope. This is what should happen.
See where this goes.
a good lesson
As
for both
this
of them.
deal is made, the mechanic turns back around and kind of rejoins you, Shade. They are working at this moment on an element of some kind of a fuel pump. What are you saying to them?
549 told me that you wished to speak with me.
They look to you and they nod. They continue to work with one hand on the fuel pump, and they open up a drawer on their desk and they pull out a faded paper poster. And they slide it across the desk and they point at it. And you are looking at yourself. It is a picture of you as a human racer for the Denver lockout team. You can see the year is 2216.
This is something that I am familiar with, but superficially.
My mentor worked on you, I think.
Your mentor.
221.
They nod. They pull out another data slate and they slide this across and they tap it, and opening up you can see a schematic. that reads Adaptive Dynamic Autonomous Machine. You can see the organic components that you still have, actually a few additional ones that you no longer have. You can see this is an adaptive machine that was designed to learn. And this was kept on a vault in a planet. You can see marked on the blueprints, Corone 5. There's a scientific group that has been scrubbed away from the metadata on this, but you can see the makings in you of a sort of prototypical AI, had the organics not actually taken. You can see the sort of blueprints that are a sort of, this is Shade Mark II that you are looking at right here. And the mechanic says they worked on that before it was stolen.
Do you know who stole it?
They shake their head no. But Shade, thinking about the timeline of that, thinking about when you would have been sort of active with Vloraz, it would have been shortly before that. And that would mean that Vloraz likely stole you.
My opinion is that is from when he was working for the GPF.
What else can you tell me about your mentor?
He was a bad guy.
That is unfortunate.
He sniffs. He stops working on the fuel pump for a moment and he says, "It's why I fix things. Because it keeps breaking them."
Am I broken?
He puts the fuel pump down and he looks at you and he says, "May I?" He reaches towards your head and he detaches part. Yeah, exactly. He detaches a part of your faceplate that allows access to your memory
Or I'll
cores.
probably have to lift up my eye patch then.
It's on the side of your head. This is like a port to plug into.
Oh,
This
one
is
of
the
my
kind
little
of thing.
dotties.
Yeah. This is the kind of thing that would work for a maintenance subroutine or something like that. If memory had to be recovered. If that is how you would like to say it.
Yes.
This part's your backstory, man. Oof.
And as he does, you can feel the electronic signature of the mechanic begin to enter in. You can see across his eyes these data feeds projected directly across his retina from some kind of an implant or cybernetic, and he sort of mutters under his breath. And he says, "There's a lot of emptiness here, but I might be able to pry something free. Are you sure?"
I have found very few other solutions, and as you are probably aware, the stability of my system has deteriorated.
They nod and they say, "If I'm able to do this, you'll relive this memory once, and that's it. It's just a fragment."
Before you do, if it is okay, I would like to have my crew see. Some of them on the team are adept with memory and emotion.
They nod their head. They pick up the fuel pump and start working on it again, but you get the sense that they can do this relatively simply. It's unpredictable what the result will be. But whenever you want, they're happy to help with this process.
I'm going to message to the team. If you are not busy, the mechanic is going to attempt to defragment some of my memory. I would request your assistance to be on site. It is uncertain what the result will be.
Echo pings back just like an acknowledgement.
Bubs are the same.
Spice gets up from her chair, wipes her hands after signing, and she goes, grab my keytar from the ship Kessel. I'm going to need all of my gear for my next song. I'll see you after this. I've got to go tend to some business.
No.
All right. They get up and they like start walking over. You say no, and they go, all right. And they go back down to the desk and they're working on this track. This is like, they're very excited. This is something that they are aware of the fact that they are holding like a platinum record, and it is going to be a big deal. They look pretty excited. So, are you all making your way over to the space? You go to join Shade. One by one, you make your way back into the mechanics workshop and gather around.
Echo would leave space and kind of like gesture to everyone else to like pull up a box.
Spice
along the side of the wall.
doesn't. She flips over a bucket and sits right in between Shade and the mechanic.
Echo like kind of leans down and tries to drag the bucket back a little bit.
Okay.
Bubs will just stand kind of close to Shade.
Okay. The mechanic like turns, kind of gets ready, but then you guys keep like shuffling around. He just puts his hands on his lap and waits. Once you have all sort of reached an equilibrium within the room, he would get up and walk back over to you, Shade, and say, "Are you ready?"
Yes.
Ooh, what are we doing?
We're going to try to pry some memories free.
Ah, Three-Face. Let's
How
go.
far back do you want to look?
I would like to know as much as possible.
He reaches in and connecting to your systems, there is a rush of movement. And Shade, can you make a, we're going to call this a will save.
Okay.
Don't forget you've got your once a day reroll.
Yes, I do. Ooh, but I don't need it because that's a...
Well, don't you want to fail?
No.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's a different
25.
situation.
With the 25, you relax the neurons that are still connected to the elements of the android body. You relax them. You allow for this electricity to flow freely through, and you feel the reach of the mechanic extend back further and further. At first, into your immediate past, but then past what was the shade of 2238, and deeper into the shade of 2231, and then deeper still with that check all the way back to 2210. Shade, you see for just a moment flash across the bottom of your eye, timestamp 2210, iteration 1, location, soul system, Delta 3. The rest of you see Shade just sink into the chair, eye closed. Shade, your fighter tears across the wall of Delta 3, a rotating debris belt in low Earth orbit. It shimmers with neon billboards and magnetic fields arced as a holographic crowd roars in every language across the system. You can hear it from the speakers in your craft. You have 2 interceptors from the New York Lightning cutting across in opposite directions, and you slam the inertial booster. You can feel the organic elements of your body pressed backwards. You almost gray out as you loop wide. And half faking a system error, you trail ion smoke from these protesting engines. It is a brilliant bluff. You see the New York Lightning's lead interceptor, who in this moment you remember is Jack Stellan. They dive low, the same as their teammate, and you cut power mid-loop the micro-asteroid's gravity wake, serving as a fulcrum, and you slingshot yourself across the finish line. There is a moment where you see the magnetized elements of the scoreboard switch over, and the score is tied. And just like that, you are yanked forwards a number of years, and you see timestamp 2231, iteration Shade 3, location Outer Zone 9, Ladistov Logistics Convoy Echo 7. Shade.
What?
Huh?
22.
This is 2231. There are flashes of gray metal, rust orange moonscape. You can see snow falling in slow motion, melting on carbon plating. You can hear boots crunching in regolith dust. And you can see that there are 10 human heat signatures on the manifest. 10 of these confirm within 2 minutes of what you remember being now a silent breach. You remember the hiss of vented plasma. You remember the scent of scorched fabric and ionized bone. You remember that they shouted and panicked. One called for their daughter. That was the first one that you took. The final one didn't even resist. And they just looked at you and asked, "Can you even choose?" Shade, you remember pulling the trigger and the flash of light as the smoke from the gunshot wafted past both of your eyes. Still in this moment, you can hear the voice respond, "This is the choice." And far away, Shade, your current iteration registers no error, no hesitation, just precision. This was a time where you had none of the ghosts in your system that you do now. And you are pulled further and further away. You see again at the bottom of your vision, timestamp 22:38. Iteration 4. Location, Perdido, Akaton system. You can see him just in front of you. White lab coat, brown hair, circular frame glasses, and a grim expression. And he says, "Failure after failure, despite my science being perfect, and I expect no better from the Pleiades rock endeavor. Perfection demands perfection, it seems. I release this unit unto your utilization, Commodore. I trust you have a use for it." From behind your perception shade, you hear a crisp, cool voice, sharpened by the threat of a predator. This is like hearing a snake crouched and coiled in vocalized form. And this voice clips out, "Absolutely, Dr. Maldross. They will make an exceptional infiltrator." And you are pulled again. For the rest of you, you can see Shade's eye flicker for a moment, and Shade, you see a final timestamp pop up on your screen. 22:44, iteration Shade 4, location The Drift. You sit in a tactical briefing with a Commodore of the GPF, a tall and trim GPF officer of high rank in all black dress uniform, leaning over the captured plans of the USR Leon Bridges. He smiles, revealing perfectly white pointed teeth, and he says, "The target is the hangar. You will need to use the captured assets and uniform to make your way as deep into the craft as possible before you're detected. Capture one of the craft that is equipped with the prototype and escape. When you activate your emergency beacon by winking your eye twice, the Dance of Sinners will drop into your location and pick you up before jumping back. Are we clear?" And the memory fades. All at once, Shade, you find yourself back within the familiar confines of the mechanic shop. The mechanic pulls his hand back.
Shade's just gonna, slowly reach for a cigarette and go to light it and just kind of sit and stare for a minute.
So we didn't see any of it, right?
You just saw Shade slump back for maybe 30 seconds and then wake back up and start smoking a cigarette.
Didn't work, did it?
It worked.
The mechanic turns to you, Echo, and they say, "I did what I could."
Okay, yeah, that is right.
Thank you. Is there a way to project that? Or is there...
Now, thinking about what you just experienced, you relived that. You felt it. It already feels like you just woke up from a dream, and already it's fading. You'll remember this, but very, very abstractly. It would be hard. It's hard to even recall the direct details now. To project it would be... You don't have technology to do that. With some time and the help of an animator and a rigger, you might be able to put together a recreation.
Would Spice be able to tap into those memories now?
That's an interesting thought. Potentially. Now that you are actively remembering them, there is a stronger connection.
Spice.
Mm-hmm.
I could attempt to describe what I experienced, but...
Just show me.
I don't know if it will work.
Worth a try.
While the memory is still fresh.
Lock in. Click. Click link. You
Well,
guys
you
watch
have
that show?
No.
You don't. That's okay.
I guess we lock in.
Are you just gonna psychically delve into Shade's mind?
Well, okay, so Spice is like, I don't think that really works, so how
Shade's gonna
bad could
be
it be? Yeah,
Alright, fuck.
so Spice like fully is like grips his head.
Phenomenal. So, I'm
Xavier style.
assuming that you're using detect thought sort of as like the preemptive sort of start to this.
Yeah, it would be, yeah, so sure.
And I'm trying to like relive what I just experienced.
Focus on the memories.
Yeah, and try to like keep that processing.
So, Spice, make a mysticism check. And I would say take a +8 conditional modifier as Shade is helping you do this.
Okay. Okay, let's see. 32?
Plus 8.
Oh, plus 8. 40.
Nice.
That matters.
Hell yeah.
You reach into Shade's mind, and now, with the mechanic having recently opened elements of these memories, there are still bits bouncing around, and even more than with the mechanic pried free, you can see that there are still memories that lurk in this dark place. There are a few, actually. Do you choose to touch any of them?
Oh, yeah.
So you go back, you can see this old memory, you see Shade fighting in this Starfighter, but Shade, you feel Spice, this mind, sharper than you have ever felt it before, slide even deeper, and you see underneath your eyes, timestamp, 2217, iteration 1, location, Aposte.
Oh my god.
You feel the momentum of the craft that Shade is piloting bank hard to the left, but nothing happens. This is sabotage, you know, and you can feel Shade's thoughts slide across yours. You can see the surface of the moon racing up, and this race you know to be illegal. You know people will not be looking. Above the cockpit canopy, where a picture of Denver hangs, you can feel Shade close their eyes as the shadow of the moon falls across their craft. The instant before they collide. Almost certainly, this is the moment that the organic Shade met their end.
Oh.
You see the tail of the Latistov logistics convoy of Shade executing 10 humans one after the other in brutal efficiency. But even more than that, you push deeper. And Shade, you see underneath your eyes, timestamp 2233, iteration 3, location, Painlicked Yards, Wormfeed system. You experience Shade tearing down a dark hallway of a Drow shipyard building, diagrams and schematics flicking by as Shade goes as fast as their wounded leg would allow. This was supposed to be a minimally staffed area, but Painlicked was ready and GPF security is everywhere. You remember them meeting Shade and Shade's team in an onslaught of disintegration weaponry. Shade had been separated. You remember now this Drow captain, Vloraz, who had taken the opposite way around the spire. Suddenly the door opens up and slams shut with a 2-ton thud as the one behind Shade does as well. You hear a mechanical voice shout out, "Defense protocol initiated. Laser grid. Stand away from the flashing lights." You see Shade take a cigarette out and light it as this laser mesh races towards them, and you are seeing likely the end of the third iteration of Shade. You see Perdito. You see Akaton.
Oh,
you see
okay.
Maldross, and more than that, you see the person that Maldross is speaking to is none other than Commodore Gokuroku.
Oh my god!
The person who forced you to commit war crimes during the Vesk War. But more than that, there is something else. You push through and you can see this element of Gokuroku planning this raid on the USR Leon Bridges. You can see that this is entirely something that was GPF caused. And there was a time where Shade worked very directly with people from your past. I believe you had seen a element of Shade's memory where Shade had been seen by Maldros and your mom.
Yeah.
You're now putting together that there is a much bigger connection there. But you see all of that, and Shade, you do as well.
Spice vomits in between her legs.
Bubbles, wherever you are, like right next to the cleaning drone, little red lights go off of the cleaning drone, and it begins to move towards this.
Oh, okay, all right. You're right. Bubs is just gonna give Spice some water from his canteen.
Okay. You get a little water from Bubbles.
Jesus.
Shade, what are you doing?
Shade's still trying to process it all. Like, I'm kind of evil. Am I? What am I? What's the play now? It's like, am I gonna fucking? Oh, but this is all just while Shade is still kind of just sitting there, shell shocked a bit.
Bubs will reach for the water from Spice and reach out to hand it to Shade.
Okay.
I'm all set, thank you.
Okay.
There is a deeper connection than I had anticipated with Dr. Maldros and the GPF. I believe I need some time.
Well, we don't have time.
Well, we can at the very least make the cockpit a shade-only space.
It's always been.
If you need me, I will be back on the ship.
Yes, Captain.
I'm just gonna get up and kind of like walk away to start thinking about it and then be like, Spice, if you don't mind filling in the rest of the team.
Got it?
We will need to leave within like an hour? Less?
You probably want to leave as soon as possible to get all of the things on your list done.
We will need to leave rather quickly, unfortunately.
Alright, as long as I have an hour. That should be enough.
We have less than that.
45 minutes, alright.
I would say if you had those...
Fine, 5 minutes. Make it quick.
Say goodbye and get contact information for your new endeavor.
What are you talking about?
You will need some way to communicate with your new promoter.
Oh shit, I completely forgot about this. Holy go. Yeah, thank you.
I apologize for bringing it up.
No, it's good. It's gonna be a big song. Sit down. I have something to tell you.
How about we wait for the ship?
What?
It's gonna take time. We should do it on the ship.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay.
Let Echo have some nice time with Grandpa before she has to leave.
Got it.
Bubs will head back to the ship.
Okay.
Spice will grab 899's head and try to give him a noogie, even though they're not close at all.
And they are so fast. They will not have to do that.
Are you just trying to make them actively hate you?
Kind of. Spice knows it irks them, but can't help herself but to drive the nail deeper.
After just a minute or so, they just run out and through the airlock and just stand in space.
They just jump out.
You got me! I'll get you someday!
You just see the glowing eyes from the darkness.
Just
but
picturing them running and just jumping off into nothingness and then just turning around and being like...
They certainly keep the mag boots active. So as this happens, Echo, there's a moment where you have a little bit of time to yourself on this space. What are you doing?
Echo's still holding the combat gyro.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of looks around at everything. I hope that we are able to come back from this. I thank you for your help with Shade. He thinks he is broken, and he worries that all the memories mean he will lose himself. And I think he needs to realize many things for himself. Thank you.
They continue to work. Nothing really stops the progress of this project that they have, but they do turn slightly and they say, everything's a little broken. I hope you come back too. And they continue to work on their project as close to a goodbye as you would typically get from the mechanic.
He said things before he left.
Peepaw.
Peepaw mechanic.
So mad about that.
So you
Peepaw
make your way
mechanic.
back to the ship. Is there another destination that you had in mind? At this moment is the 26th of June, I believe.
Lola meetup time.
Oh boy. Can we switch that around?
Nope.
Going to Lola's?
Well, is everyone coming back on the ship now?
Yep.
All right. Well,
We can go to
Shade's
Bavarian first if you want to.
Shade's just sitting in the cockpit right now, petting Squeak and trying to think
Who
like
was our
how it
contact
all
we had to meet at Lola's?
ties together.
So somebody he
Debussy.
Debussy.
Yeah.
wants.
Spice's mom's assistant.
No, we would go to the Bavarian first.
Certainly can. He's
We
We
need more
probably would
processing.
need to contact Debussy to be like, hey, tomorrow?
Don't you
Right?
have his contact information?
Yeah, but I
it
mean,
will
not
likely
you two.
take him longer to get there than any of you.
Yeah,
So,
so-
you're probably fine.
yeah. So we
Okay.
probably need to.
Bavarian it is.
Dibs.
So once everybody's back on board, Shade, you punch in the coordinates for the Void Chill Shoal, and as you are already within the drift, you just see the countdown reset. 24 hours away from the Mosaic Vivarium, the ship begins to move, and you all transit into the drift further. But because it is 8:20 and a good place for us to take a little break, we are going to step away, and we will come back. There is a countdown on your screen, and we will be back at the end of it. We'll see you then.
dummy thick.
And we are back. Thank you for sticking with us through the break. If you did, if not, welcome back. We are playing Starfinder, and you are a part of it now. You have all put in the coordinates for the Mosaic Vivarium, a space station that belongs specifically to your group.
Hell yeah, we have a space station. Well, our company owns a space station.
Which
24
one?
hours
That's cool.
ticks down. Is there anything that... Echo, you already said that you're going to be giving Shade space for 24 hours.
And contemplating the gyroscope and getting the download of information.
Okay, so you do that. Is there anything else that you were all doing before you arrive at the Vivarium?
Is this another day? I would
24 hours.
read the book or the manual again.
Okay.
I would work on my engineering. I'm trying to distract, but also I'm doing these things to kind of focus the thoughts because I'm also processing everything.
Okay.
Trying to figure out, especially Maldross. What the fuck? He's playing both sides. We still don't know his motive.
Are you gonna fill us in?
Gather round the driftness tree. Do I have a story for you about a young pilot's
still
past
dressed as a
so
sexy nun for
dark?
this?
Well, she put it on now.
Okay.
For the story.
For the story.
It's part of the religion.
That fits the...
Yeah.
Our Christmas is like green and white fluff, but Driftmas is really about sexy nuns.
Yes. 60 priests.
Damn.
So Spice catches all of you up in a unique way.
All the people to retell.
And she's she made it into a play.
Oh,
And it's her and Cinema Q.
Of course.
And
of
the
course
and the
she
cleaning drone. All in front of the Christmas
It's pretty
tree.
dark when you line up the cleaning drones and just execute them in front of the tree. But yeah, you put a play on it for this.
Bubs is gonna say, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. There was a time when we were about to do the mission on the Vesk prison ship, and a little bit after, and a little bit for Huel Tech, before the ship. I don't know. I felt like I know he's our captain, but it felt a little bit like he was an other. I don't know. It just... He's still Shade, he's still our captain, but I just don't... I don't know how this changes things. In a way, I feel like it changes nothing, but...
It changes nothing.
I know that, but...
My question is Shade technically the same person as Iteration 1? Or not?
I mean, are any of us the same as we were 5,
I don't
10
have
years ago?
iterations.
You do. They are just different.
And Spice, as
What?
Echo says that, you think back, there was a time in your life where you were a pilot for the GPF. That was an iteration of you. You remember back to a time where you spent long nights on Akaton amongst the sand, picking desert flowers with somebody who loved you. That was a different iteration. You remember at the very beginning of all of this, somebody who was immensely in debt. And that too was a different iteration. It really, what Echo is saying about it not meaning anything is true. Everybody changes over the course of their lives, and while not everybody has a number next to it, that doesn't mean that you can't change. And that also doesn't mean that it's not a bad thing.
Okay.
Echo, I know you're right. I know Shade hasn't changed. I know this doesn't change anything. It's just... How would you feel if someone, on the ship once belonged to Pallades Rock and was, actively once working against your interest? I mean...
Echo looks over at Spice.
Yeah.
Hey, we were on the wrong side of history. And now I'm not the only one who was.
Spice was once a member of a cruel GPF task force.
On the same fleet.
My model is built to infiltrate and execute as assassins.
Yeah,
You were built and created For what purpose we do not yet know. But that is not who you are.
I know. It's just...
It changes nothing.
And there's a part of you, Bubbles, that hopes that that's true. Is there anything else that you are all doing as the time ticks down? Pretty soon, the time reaches 0.
Oh, she gets Ahsoka involved in the play as well.
Oh my god.
So, like,
The second
To
that
be
happens,
clear-
Echo's just like, no.
to be clear, Ahsoka is like shit-faced. So all you can
Still?
really, yes.
Wow.
And all you can really get him to do, you've created some problematic behaviors in your father. I mean, you've given him nothing to do but drugs for the past like week, and then
Yeah.
you came back and went on a severe trip with him.
Yep.
So he's
And it's like he took all the negative effects and you came out fucking
kind of, yeah.
golden.
He's not doing the best, but he's able to kind of stand in line, and you execute him as should.
Take back
falls
your
down very
generational
realistically.
trauma.
Yeah, she literally is like, dead to me.
But yeah, let's get him involved, Ted.
Shade double
we need
Spice
someone to
as
play
Shade double taps your father.
Roomba.
Time ticks down, and you reach the Void Chill Shawl.
Nice.
There is the station built to house living samples of bacteria and plants initially. This is still 5 large cylinders that each spin independently with these magnetized rings, all situated within a huge disk of metal that are attached by spans to a central disk. That is where you know that you need to dock. On the sunward side, you can actually see there has been a tremendous amount of improvement to the structure. There is no longer a ladder that you need to climb down manually. There is a proper lift that you attach straight to the docking part of your ship. And you can certainly dock. You get automated clearance as you approach. Are you docking?
Yeah.
Fantastic. You
No.
arrive into the arrival bay. It is open to the vacuum
Open
space.
fire.
You can see Mosaic maintenance tugs 001 and 003. In 2 of the berths, there is another one that is kind of orbiting the station, doing scans and repairs. You can see a spiral steer staircase that had been here previously in pieces off to the side.
What?
There is an entire cargo
Elevator.
lift that has now been put into place.
Oh.
So no
I was
longer
like,
do
attack!
you need to like go up and down one
Like
at
a
a time. You can
fucking
all stand
planet.
in there. And you can make your way to that airlock. You go down this elevator, no longer a staircase, and you arrive at floor 2 in reception. You can see a sweeping viewport that spans the entire circular chamber, showing you space and the various elements beyond. You can see there is this 8-foot tall stone fountain with water running down in this smooth trickling sheet, and in the center of the space, a huge glass counter, huge dark gray granite counters with steel sides. You can see installed now, opposite that, a 20-foot long vending machine with hard light but see-through doors has been installed, and Efi is currently watering a number of plants that have been brought in these clear vases that show the root system through the clear, nutrient-rich gelatin that has been placed instead of soil. In this sort of vending machine, you can see all elements of Efi's baked goods that have been placed in here. And
That
can
was going to be my
purchased or
question.
pulled
Sounds
out.
like she's taking off.
But Efi turns, seeing kind of Spice first, the face drops for a moment.
Oh, so
But
Spice
it just
runs
goes,
up and tackles her to the ground. You smell like flour and I miss it,
Water
baby.
splashes across the entire floor. You can see like the arms held very rigidly at awkward angles, but she just
Oh
goes,
my god.
You're all back.
Give me one of those cinnamon buns.
I can't. You're on top of me.
I
You get off, please."
just love you so much.
She's like active, like a cat that doesn't want to be held.
Yeah.
Like trying to stiff arm you away.
But Spice is strong.
You are
now, so she
significantly
grips
stronger than
her.
level 3 Efi, yes. Are all of you kind of follow Spice? You can see Efi kind of waves from underneath. If you wish, you can step into the elevator beyond and go to any of the places. You can see the map now reads a little bit more laid out. In the central section, the arrival, and of course the reception that you're in. There is now Barracks 1 and Barracks 2. There is still an empty bay in the central chambers. You can see the armory still has the grenade printer, still has stored weaponry in the armory. There is also now in the arid vivarium an apartment that has been set up. You can see Cindy lives there. In the jungle vivarium, they have imported an anteater named Steph, who now lives there. There is in the Salt Aquarium no changes. The biggest changes have really occurred within the laboratory. There is now a science station, a medical station. There is now Peep's office, Socrates' office, and a number of other spaces that have popped up over time.
Socrates on payroll now?
Yeah, you're renting office space.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But Ify kind of eventually makes her way free, and to all of you just says, who are you here to see? I can page them for you if you want.
Daddy!
I do.
Peep, obviously.
Okay.
I would also appreciate a individual meeting with Peep.
You can tell
What?
them
I
that.
just exploded Shade's guts all over you.
What's
What are you trying to hide?
She turns over and looks over at you, Shade, and says, are you okay?
No!
She means metaphorically.
Gather round the driftness tree.
No.
Just kidding.
Should I gather everyone?
No,
No.
you should
Yes.
not.
No.
Necessary.
Shade has a terrible childhood.
Spice.
The door opens and you can see Peep. A little white Yosogi person just goes, no, remember my bones!
I know, she sprints up, stops, and like
Bones.
the shoulders.
It's good to see you, Spice. It's good to see
I
everybody.
want to crush you.
Oh, please don't. You guys are here.
Her cuteness aggression has gotten out of hand.
I had a child and had to leave it. It's a long story.
Okay.
Not
Gibbs is going to have to do... he
It is
puts into his communicator, sends some more paperwork over to Gibbs.
metaphorical.
Well, welcome back, everybody.
It's good to be here, man. It
Peep
feels like home in here.
Echo,
It
did you
smells like...
Did you need some kind of a meeting?
I did. I attempted to put one on the calendar, but it would not allow me as I do not have clearance.
I also just don't really know how to use that. Yeah, just come on, let's go to my office. We could talk. For the rest of you guys, you can just go wherever you want. Your sister's up and around, so you can go and see what they're
check
doing.
out her apartment.
Mosaic Team 1's back, and so they're kind of just
Oh,
hanging out and
Wait,
getting
is
ready.
that the sexy Spanish guy?
Javier,
Yeah.
yeah,
Bubs,
Mosaic
Bubs
Team
would
1.
actually want to go talk to Javier.
Socrates
talk to
has
Javier?
assembled a bunch of Yosoki from Petrus who are here
Yes.
for Gibbs. Gibbs has been working on the paperwork, but also been hanging out with a lot of people. Getting kind of dirty, actually. And there's all kinds of people here. You didn't bring anybody else, did you?
I don't think so.
No.
Should we have?
Oh
No,
well,
no,
actually, we did bring Spice's father.
Oh,
Not believe
what a
it.
specimen.
Wait.
You should keep that one
Wait.
and study
You
that.
can see he pulls up his communicator and sends a little broadcast to all of you, and you can see Hisoka's wanted poster.
Yes.
He goes, wait, we could turn him in.
That is the plan.
Yeah? That's on. I want that money, though. That is going to Mosaic Team 5.
Oh, of course. No,
Okay,
absolutely.
good.
If you brought him in, I mean, that would be your commission.
Okay, good.
Do you just want us to turn him in for
Dispose
you?
of it? I want to make a grand scene of it. So we're going on Oris Bay next.
Okay. That's sort of a dangerous place to go. You know it's being
Spice.
occupied by the GPF right now?
Well, you know
That
who's
is
also
our
ex-GPF soldiers? Me and Shade, turns out.
Spice.
Well, yeah, but it's dangerous. More dangerous than even Hackathon. They're doing great now. But Aras Bay sort of took the brunt of the military that left.
You don't think we can fix that? Because I
Gonna
do.
try to fix it?
You betcha.
Spice,
Pete.
do you remember why you all had to leave Aras Bay in the first place?
It doesn't matter anymore.
No, it does, because you. It was you. And I guess my question really is, in terms of doing something different, what is it that you're going to do differently this time? Will it not be robbing a casino? Because the casino is much bigger now and probably harder for you to stay away from.
And likely owned by the Carbon Cartel.
Oh, almost certainly owned by the Carbon Cartel. Yeah, they
Pete.
renamed it, and they actually pulls up his communicator, and you see the Gilded Creed, and the video plays. You have actually seen this already. It has this sort of holographic priest repeating this mantra outside. It is beautiful, decadent, dark structure with gold all along the inside. You see gold-robed attendants moving around. You see holographic stained glass confession booths, which have slot machines in them. But Peep just says, so I'm not very optimistic. Is there maybe a different plan?
This is the only option.
Spice cracks one of her newly invented. I'm imagining a whippet, like a human whippet, but she cracks it, huffs it, and gains a resolve point because I assume she's been here for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
But also shows she's trying to flex that Peep, and she goes, I'm a new woman now. I
Do drugs. More.
mastered the art. I am a pharmacist now.
Spice had a drug-induced epiphany.
So let me treat your wounds.
I know.
It is
You guys
No.
already got me a lot of really valuable research specifically for my condition, and I
Oh.
appreciate that. Please don't treat me. If you're going to take on the duties of medical officer, just check in with Gibbs first and make sure that that's
Oh
all
no,
squared
I'd be
away.
terrible at that.
It's unofficial, temporary, until Gibbs returns.
Field medic duties.
Okay.
But back to what you were saying about Oris Bay.
Yeah, it's immensely dangerous.
Maybe that's something we as a group can talk about. Maybe,
We should debrief with you.
yeah. But
Okay.
We should get Mosaic Team 1
Well,
involved. Javier
let's
would love
all go
this.
to my
Spice.
office and then we'll...
no, but Peep, we're really tired. We've been traveling and fighting battles on Mars. I think we kind of earned, at least some time to, just breathe for a little bit, and then maybe before we maybe head out, we can talk about this.
Echo pulls up like a countdown timer that they sync with everybody's
Yeah.
communicators.
Yeah.
And it's like 6 hours we have at maximum.
So he nods and goes, okay, well, Echo, do you want to have your meeting?
Yes, please.
Okay. I guess the rest of us... Oh, he looks at his communicator. I guess we'll be meeting in 5 hours and 59 minutes.
No.
Echo pings another one. It's like,
4 hours and 59 minutes. We must leave at 5 hours and 59 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
We have limited time, unfortunately.
Why?
Okay, but we have to talk about you guys going to Oris Bay before you leave.
Yes.
Yeah, we will.
I can
At
discuss
4 hours
with you.
and 58 minutes
when you're
and
finished
55
with-
seconds.
Yes, I just... We don't have any lodgings in place, and last time the groundwork was immense to get you guys in there, and you sort of ruined all of it almost immediately.
Well,
We
let's
will
just go in
discuss
as Mosaic Team
when you
5
are
this round.
finished speaking with Echo.
Okay. Echo, come on. And he kind of moves over to the elevator. You follow him?
Echo walks so slowly.
Okay.
It hurts
Spice
them.
is also following like 10 feet behind and not even
Spice.
hiding it.
Let them go.
I'm letting them go.
Okay.
And 11 feet,
Bob is just gonna
12 feet,
scratch the back of his head and look at Shade.
13 feet.
You make your way to the lift, Echo, and you make your way over down to Peep's office. You have to walk out along one of the spans and make your way over to the space. As you arrive here, you have to pass the laboratory. State-of-the-art, glistening white equipment, stainless steel lab benches have been imported. You see 3 individuals in white lab coats, Mosaic blue band logo across the right lapel. They are mixing chemicals. They are writing reports. And you can see, central to this, manning the science station, Vincent, wearing a tailored Mosaic lab coat, silk lining. You can actually see they're coordinating this trio of assistants around the space. You can see beyond him, at the very back of the room, the medical station. You see no less than probably close to like 150 to 200 different binders, open actual pieces of paper there, and you can see crouched in the middle, looking absolutely miserable, having created their own half-Warren, half-office Gibbs.
The
They-
connection probably is activated since we're on the station, and so like
Nice.
Echo just like looks over and it's just like,
I'm so sorry.
You can see they look over at you, ears down, and they hold it up. And they hold up the report that is, they're still on Harbinger Robotics. That mission, like, all the way back,
Damn.
like 6 months ago. They haven't even made it past the second mission that you guys did. So they're, like, drowning in paperwork. And in that moment, you see a little slot open up in the wall, and paperwork just slides out onto the file.
I feel like it's like the fucking SpongeBob episode where he spends all the time and writes
But
one
at
letter.
this, Peep comes back and grabs your hand and just goes, "Oh, don't bother. She's really busy," and just kind of pulls you past into his office. It's
Do
a
I need
long,
to save her?
narrow office abutting Socrates' space,
Nope, we
which is
can save her
closed.
now.
You can see that in the space, actually, there is a Cynthy sandwich dispenser, which dispenses these bland, sealed white bread sandwiches that Peep tends to prefer. But he
Congratulations
clears
on
the
the sandwich dispenser.
he clears the desk away and he says, "Oh, thanks. It's kind of the perk of working here and having to share the space. I let Socrates use it too sometimes. What did you want to talk about?"
I have been taking numerous loans, and I was wondering if you could help illuminate the exact amount as to what I am at, and discuss some potential fast-track repayment plans.
Yeah, of course we could do that. Are you talking about the debt that you've taken out with Mosaic? Because you're at 6,500,000 credits with us. Or are you talking about your previous debt?
All of it together.
Well, 281 million credits will take a long time to pay off, but we can think about some fast-track plans. I'll have to consult with Nazma and see about the legality of most of them, but that's a pretty substantial amount of debt.
I am hoping that once our mission on Ours Bay is complete, to potentially retire or complete a few
Echo,
missions.
I gotta be honest with you, you're probably not gonna do that. And I would say, like, in the year 2250, we've gotten to a point where, like, people aren't retiring is like
The social security
Rich
age has
people.
gone way up.
Yeah,
It's
Social
Retiring.
Security.
Echo
That's cute.
kind of like pauses for a second.
Let me rephrase. My sense of the word retire is less related to taking time off, enjoying various hobbies such as gardening and golf, and more just finishing with Mosaic and moving on to other ventures.
Yeah, it's a lot of debt, Echo. We can do what we can. This is pretty substantial. I almost don't like to even suggest this, but, like, we're talking about it might be best to fake your death or something. But we'll talk about it after Oris Bay.
550.
Just
Which
go
one
up,
of yours? Yeah,
Not how the echoes
and
work.
just steal somebody's identity. I love that.
I mean, if they're unalived.
And to whom shall my debt be transferred in the event of my death?
That's a good question. I'll have to look into the legality of that again with Nazma, but likely a substantial portion would be forgiven as a tax write-off for Mosaic LLC, and a small percentage would be passed on to your teammates.
Understood.
Probably no more than 50 million credits or so.
It wouldn't go to Pallades?
No, but you are not there.
I'm not.
That tracks. Well, nothing wagered, nothing gained, as Spice has said.
Yeah, but don't listen to Spice about that. I think you've got a good head on your shoulders, Echo. Maybe listen to the thoughts that are in there.
I will need to take out some more loans.
Why?
I would like to buy a couple of beacons to Oris Bay. And as you are particularly good at acquiring things, I thought perhaps you would be able to acquire a few.
Oh, I can get any beacon that you want.
I will need multiple to Ours Bay.
Multiple?
Yes,
Well, okay, I can put it on a short timeline. Is a month good? Yeah.
unfortunately, you will need to use your considerable, formidable team management skills to acquire them within 24 hours.
24 hours? Echo, I would need to
I
know, like, an
believe it.
information broker to do that. I don't know how anybody could do that in 24 hours.
2 wheels.
I believe in you, Peep.
2 wheels for Peep.
It's that means a lot, Echo, and I don't want to undersell how important that is. Thank you. I just don't think I can do it. I'm gonna try. I'll try. I will absolutely try my hardest, but I don't know if I can do that.
If William the Pleaser can find information from within his tiny little closet bathroom, I believe that you, with all of the capabilities that you possess and the resources of Mosaic, can achieve far greater acts of heroism.
I mean, I'll do what I can. I still think 24 hours is kind of unreasonable, but I'll try.
Joe,
Yes.
could I gift Peep my reroll
Oh!
to attempt to gain as many Aura's Bay beacons as possible?
Roll a 20-sided dice. I will say, you're looking to roll a 20 to get 1.
Oh.
What you are asking for here is the impossible. You're asking for something that, like, this is a code that has, like, strategic implications. So there are, like, military clearances. There's, like, so much to go through, and you're telling Peep, do it now. It's not. It's
I
again,
need a 6-pack
This is
in
somebody who
24
actively
hours.
wants to help you. This has nothing to do with his
No,
desires or
I
wants.
know. Echo is hoping that sheer belief can
Do
make
it.
Peep do the
Do
It's a
it!
1 in 20
Is
chance.
the
Do
Down.
it!
Oh, we also do have 2 wheels. Still. Birthday wheels.
Did you roll an actual
I want
20?
you to roll it.
Why? Why with my dirty
And I will
hands?
say,
You have
with,
the best
with
rolls.
Birthday
Olive's
rolls.
birthday wheels, I will say on a 19 or 20.
Ooh.
All right, ready?
Don't
Don't
fuck
need
it
one
up.
for Cindy.
We
at
love
least.
Peep. Peep, we love
Peep.
you.
Peep. 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 Peep.
Peep.
Peep. No.
No.
No, there's too many peeps, too much
You know,
pressure.
you've inspired me, Echo. I bet I can do it.
Oh.
And they head off to go, and they start typing away right away.
Damn. 0.
Infosphere, how to find Beacon fast. I got this, Echo.
Beacons right now.
And they're-
.com.
It's weird that I need my social security.
Biz.
Also,
Biz.
if you wouldn't mind making my debt around 300 million, that would be appropriate.
You just want me to take out more?
Yes, so that it totals 300 million.
Okay,
Split it up evenly.
I can do that. I guess. I don't know how you gift wrap a beacon, but we'll figure something out.
I meant so that I could utilize it.
The dead.
Oh, you actually want the credits. I thought you just wanted me to drive your debt up for no reason. Yeah, we can get you some money.
Nice.
For what, though?
Resources will be required.
Oh, well, you should talk to Socrates. He's been whipping things up for all of you.
Nice.
More resources
Yeah.
will be required.
The fuck
Oh,
you
well,
talking about?
okay, we'll get you some credits.
To be clear, it is my personal debt, not the team's.
Well, yes, until you fake your death, in which case a small portion of it will be transferred to the team, and Nasma will handle all that.
So matter of factly, it's like you already made the choice.
5.8 million credits.
Fuck you.
Peep's like, oh yeah, when you
I
fake your
believe
death.
that
Okay.
19 million credits would get me to around 300 million. You said 281 million was my total.
I misspoke. 291 million is your total, but I still did my math wrong. So
Yeah.
9 million then. Yes.
I can do 9 million credits.
900.
That's a lot of.
That's the conversion rate. That's why I got it wrong.
It's a conversion rate.
It's taxes,
Yeah.
really.
Yep.
Yeah. I
You
wonder
can't
if
just
there's,
take a
like,
lump
half
sum like
of
that.
it. Nope.
You should have financed it through
There's got to be
LLC,
some
was it? That
monetary
way you would've
depreciation
had it
on
written off.
UPB, right? Like the conversion between credits to UPB.
Yeah, there is.
No, it's like
not like a monetary
100 to
depreciation.
1.
It's a big.
Yeah.
It's like
Can
10%.
Echo, before this happens, do anything with their gold bars? The vast amount of gold bars we have.
The gold bars are almost out.
How are they?
Used
used
a
a
lot of
lot.
them.
Yeah, we used a lot of them.
Yeah.
There was no real way to use credits over on the Zen Crawler.
Especially,
Yeah, the
and
gold
also
hand.
getting the explosives,
have
right?
Yes, because
we
Mazda
do-
didn't take
We
it.
got some of the explosives from what's her face, with the...
hurts her face.
Yeah, we have
Gives
like
it an M.
3 gold bars left.
I have
who
a
helped
bunch
us
of
with
odd
the
coins that I gambled with in one.
Either way, after Echo's done with their meeting, they probably like spend the rest of the time before the briefing picking up the supplies they asked for and pinging Spice to let her know that Echo has gotten some goodies, and then pinging the team to let the whole team know that Socrates wants to see us at some point.
So those 6 grenades are ready for you in the
9
printer.
grenades,
Sorry,
you
9
said.
grenades are ready for you in the printer.
Nice.
You also note that the armory has again been restocked. You see parallax lasers
Whoa.
hanging up in there. You see some hail pistols. You see 1 ember pistol that is kind of loaded into the space there. You see some zero-edge daggers have been laid up in the armory. And then a single long sword, zero-edged, is also there. These are all level 14 items.
Can
What
we
are-
go through that list one more time?
Yeah, I'll do it after the session.
do
I'll
that.
send it to you.
Yeah.
What are the rest of you doing while this meeting is taking place?
Bubs will probably like talk to Shade as those 2 go away. Or I don't know where Spice goes, but Spice goes down
I'm
a hall.
actively going to try to listen in on that conversation.
Okay, that's
Make a
Shade-
stealth check.
Shade would,
Okay.
Is this do I have to roll anything, or is it just to see if
Well, here's the
it's
thing.
probably a
I'm gonna
perception
try, but I
your check,
got
man.
rid
I'm
of
asking Joe.
telepathic spy when I rewrote Spice, so I don't know how well this is gonna go. So Spice thinks she can do it, but let's see how good she is. What am I doing?
Stealth.
Stealth. Oh, okay. Oh, 20.
Natural 20?
No,
Oh, fuck.
dirty 20.
With a 20, you make your way down. You
No,
kind of
up.
walk
Aren't
up.
they going up?
They went down
Oh.
and then across the little
Well,
span.
that's why she can't hear.
Okay, you go up. You're back in the landing bay. You see
Ew,
your
what?
ship.
Where did you go?
Spice just goes back to the ship for a quick second. You're talking to Shade.
Yes, Bubs is going to basically, as those 2 walk off, Bubs is just gonna like, now that he's kind of had a moment and like Shade's kind of like gone through a lot, he's just gonna go, I can hang out with you. It's just we don't even have to talk about whatever. It's just you just don't have to be alone.
How much did Spice explain to you?
I mean, Spice has the trademark Spice Amito way of telling us, but pretty much all of it.
So she didn't explain how it felt to eliminate 10 defenseless people,
No.
or to die multiple times.
I'm going to give you guys some space. He turns and just goes to the elevator.
Oh, I thought Peep was with
hits a
Echo
button.
and...
No, Efi.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, I thought we had
I
walked
thought
away
she
from
fucked off,
Efi.
yeah.
I was like picturing, I was like back over by the ship.
Awkward.
Okay, so you guys went back to the ship for this conversation?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are back on the ship.
Yeah,
I'm-
because
I'm-
Shade's still like kind of still trying to figure out
As we're
everything.
doing this, let's say we're in the garden. We haven't been in the garden in a bit.
Okay.
And Bubs is, I think Bubs
I
is...
want to stress
maybe
again,
walking
in
on
the
the
garden,
way- maybe
in the
walking on the
garden
way
is
to
a
go see
strong
Cindy.
term.
Yeah, you're in a
sure, that's
fucking
fine.
jungle.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
You want to go see Cindy?
Well, are you
Shut up.
talking about in the garden, like on the ship? Because in the garden is like a 10-foot wide drone.
Whatever is easiest.
I think he meant
Cindy.
probably the Vivarium.
Sister.
I mean, I was going to give my
garden.
garden at
The garden in the Vivarium.
on the ship to this place, but it doesn't matter. We can just go to see Cindy. It doesn't matter.
So you head to the arid vivarium. You go through the set of locking doors into this warehouse space.
So as I'm talking to Shade,
Yeah.
so I said, like, you don't have to be alone.
And then I said, say it again.
How much does Spice tell you?
Okay, yes, sorry. I got a little confused.
Pretty
with
much
worries.
everything.
the
Did
location.
she tell you how I killed 10?
Yeah. So you said, tell you about how you killed all those people. That's a lot, Shade. I've never died, okay? I've never experienced
What?
anything even close to what you've experienced. I mean, I like to think, what if Steele was here, he would say the dead are jealous of you because, you still have a couple more miles to go on your finish line, but that day when you first died and above Earth, that was your real death. You've just been a ghost, kinda.
Is that what you think?
Shade, I care more about you than most people on this ship. I really am best friends with Gibbs, and my relationship with Spice, and Echo's a great someone to explore various interests and just how I feel as a person, but
Echo's there too.
Shade,
Echo's there.
Shade,
Echo's there for me to explore.
Shade, I've always held you as a role of someone to look up to. And it's just that I don't view you as someone who's just a living ghost. You're Captain Shade. You're like everything to me in this crew, but I see a lot of sadness in you, Shade. And maybe they've done so many things to keep you going through these years of remaking you and doing all these things, but there's some kind of emotion keeping you going. And maybe it is sadness, but it's like you're a ghost. It's like you're moving through this galaxy because you have unfinished business.
Shade punches you in the neck.
I appreciate your perspective, Bubbles. The implications of my memories on our current mission should be more of your concern. I do not need your pity.
I am prepared for the mission, Captain, but
You remember what I told you before. That matters more now.
yes, Captain, you're right. Pity won't solve anything. We have to keep moving forward.
There is credible evidence that I may be compromised still.
I know.
And in that moment, the doors open, and you enter into the arid vivarium. Directly in front of you, you still see this raised area where the scorpions kind of crawl. You still see there is a pair of camels that exist very happily often in this chamber. And in fact, next to them, a cell has been converted into a desert tent.
Nice.
And you can see it is in here that Cindy works on an ant farm almost as tall as she is. Her body encased in suspender-like garments that project a field around her body. And as you enter, you can see her face lights up. She smiles. There is no explosion of fire around her. There is no projection of telekinetic force. There is just a smile. And she stands up and approaches both of you. You're back.
It is good to see you, Cindy.
Sydney, and she's between walls of glass, correct?
No.
Okay.
She's got her.
Yeah, I know she's got the seal, but she said
New
she was
suits.
in the
They've removed that pane of
Okay.
glass and then
I
put
was
like a
just
little
confused
tent
about
up to
that.
kind of
Okay.
make like a little
Okay.
desert place for her.
or maybe I was just assuming that, a zoo or something, you always assume glass.
Yeah.
Bubs
Going
will
to see your sister at the zoo.
Bubs will say,
Oh, jeez.
Sydney, I know it hasn't been that long since I last was here, but
But so much has happened.
you're so happy. I mean, look at you. Bubs is just gonna go, taking a half step, and then he's gonna, almost go in for a hug, but then, stop. And he's he knows where his bubble is based on his, static, and he's, seen it. And he's gonna stop right before where her bubble begins and his bubble starts.
Bubbles, you can see her hand goes up to this chain that is around her neck, and she touches it and spends a resolve point, and she pops her bubble.
What? You can pop the bubble?
You see for just a moment the elements of air across her face. You can't smell anything, you can't feel anything, but Bubbles, you get the sense that in this moment she can.
What are you doing? Wait, no!
She says, "No, it's okay. Socrates figured out a way to use that stuff that you sent. And it stabilizes what's inside of us, at least temporarily.
The stuff.
You need to go talk to him. He has one for you, too.
Oh!
Do you mean Gaia's mutagen?
I suppose. Whatever it is that you all sent from Mars.
Dude!
Bubs is gonna.
We also have more news that you may be of interest in.
Turns and looks at you, but Bubbles, she puts a hand on your shoulder and you feel it. In a way that you cannot feel other things. There is this direct connection, and for just a moment, you smell almonds. She turns to look at you and says, "What?"
Our next destination is Oris Bay. We are going after Maldros.
You can see her expression hardens, but she nods. I knew it would come to this eventually. And I'm with you, if you want my help.
We can fill you in on all the details. You're welcome to join us as we depart, but we have a few stops before.
She nods, turns around, straightens up, and caps off this ant farm. But she turns to you, Bubbles, and says, "We should go to Socrates now."
Bubs is touching his nose because he's has no idea what's going on. Sorry, just probably a nosebleed or something. My nose is doing something weird. Yeah. I can't believe this. This is. Look at you. It's. Bubs is tears, but he's holding it back because he wants to not be someone who does this anymore.
Bubbles, we can do this for everyone else too. You and me are just the start. We can undo what Dr. Maldros did. And then together, we can undo Dr. Maldros.
If he has Emma and Hunter, perhaps this would allow them to free themselves from his control.
Perhaps.
Or perhaps we might have to relive those days under the tunnels in SRG.
We should go and speak with Socrates.
She nods and grabs your hand, Bubbles, and leads you. The three of you make your way off and in the direction of Socrates.
I would ping Spice and Echo.
Okay.
There's probably at the same time an incoming ping that echoes just Socrates wants to see us.
And it's literally in the same place.
Ding ding! Oh.
So you all make your way. Spice, are you going there?
Same
as well?
exact
Yeah,
message.
Spice gets
Gibbs is in the middle and we see
a
each
bunch
other
of
through the
pings
glass
and she's
walls,
just staring at a blank wall.
So no problem.
Just
You
picture
reverse.
Gibbs in
make
the
your way
fucking
back.
zoo. Glass up against the...
Gibbs is very much kind of in the zoo because Gibbs has a tremendous amount of paper.
Like,
Let me
go in
out!
and
There's
she's
just
in a
tiny
fucking
little
room.
rat fists
Yeah.
on the window, let me
glass
out!
glass box full of fucking paper. We
Echo,
go just
you simply go next door. And so you make it here first. Socrates
Well, I
is
went
a...
to the grenade printer and
Oh,
then I
that's
have
true,
to
that's
go
true.
back.
So you
But
guys all kind of
it's
make it
Echo
here at the same
anyway.
time.
God, what was the name of Gibbs' pet rat?
Tobin?
Tobin.
Tobin.
Tiny
Tobin was
Tobin.
that-
Oh wait, no, Tobin
No,
was the
it
best
was.
friend.
She named him
Yeah,
Tiny
Tiny
Tobin.
Tobin.
After Tobin,
Yeah.
which is extra
Yes.
fucked up in my
Tiny
mind.
Tobin got let free.
Yeah. Free is a
And,
strong word. They're
can
in
I-
here.
Dead.
They're
I-
here. No, they're here. They're in the station.
somewhere.
As Bubs walked through
In
the
the
desert
jungle.
vivarium part and the other parts of the vivarium, did he ever notice Tiny Tobin? Perception?
Well, you need to go to a different pod.
Oh, he's not. I thought he was. Okay.
They're not in the arid vivarium. They're in the jungle one. But
Okay.
you,
I'll just keep an eye. I'll just do a passive perception. To keep an eye.
no problem. It's because of the way it's laid out. You can't get to a part of the station without actively meaning to go there, really,
Yeah.
because it isn't connected in that way. But if
Yeah,
you go
he
in
was
that direction, you can
irradiated
get
at
there.
that point too, right?
You all make your way over to Socrates' workshop. It is a tiered workshop with a raised central working area. The lower surrounding floor space is littered with crates, boxes, and discarded mechanical devices on steel racks in all different areas of completion. On the raised platform, you can see the large-headed, short-bodied, white-furred Yosoki Socrates, who is working with determination on something on their table. The back is to you, but as all of you approach at the same time, they turn around and they say, "Mosaic Team 5, this is marvelous. I've got something for all of you." And they kind of wrap up what they're doing, and they make their way down. It's like a zigzagging walkway, so it takes them a little bit to get to you. They grab little bits and bobs off the shelves as they approach, and they arrive laden with different objects. They first would actually kind of get bumped into by Cindy, who would go, "Socrates, can you to Bubbles first. And the little Yosoki nods their head and they say, "Ah, Bubbles. This is something that can stabilize what is happening inside of you." They pull out a very similar chain to the one that Cindy wears. And they say, "This is derived from the Martian Gaia mutagen synthesis data that you sent. This module is implanted in carbon fiber to keep it stable. This can allow you to pop your bubble temporarily without the world falling into chaos around you. It will only last for 1 minute, so be cautious in using it." And Bubbles, from a mechanical standpoint, the Gaia Stabilizer chain is a level 15 hybrid item. It has a bulk of 1. It is an armor upgrade. Takes 1 slot. And this, you can use 1 resolve point and a swift action to activate this ability. You can also do this as part of activating Wrathful Warrior.
Okay.
For 1 minute, you may suspend your personal force field, and while it is suspended, you have +2 to morale bonuses to fortitude and will saves. You get
Say that
damage. You get +2 morale bonus to fortitude and will saves. You gain DR5 as your body becomes in harmony with the gravitational flows around you.
For what? Everything?
Damage
Yes.
resistance.
Oh, wow. Okay, damn. That adds up real good.
And once per round, you
I
can
like
expand your
+20.
reaction to gain temporary HP equal to your level when you are hit by an attack.
How many times can I do that?
Once per round.
Jesus.
Oh, per round!
Temporary HP. So remember,
Is there
when
a
you
swift action to do that, or?
it's a reaction.
Okay.
And so remember that temporary HP, when you gain it, it takes the place of previous. It doesn't like stack. So it is a good amount, but
I already have it with Wrathful Warrior, but it doubles up. It's
yeah.
good.
So yeah, basically this it increases the utility of your Wrathful Warrior.
And is it a resolve point or just
1 resolve point and a swift action, but it can be done as part of activating Wrathful Warrior.
okay?
They
Damn.
hand this to you, and Cindy says, "Put it on."
Bubs like kind of feels like scared. It's just, I don't know, Cindy. I've had this bubble around me for so long, and it's just, I'm scared.
I understand. For the longest time, the world burst into flame around me. But I can touch things. You could touch things too. Just think about it.
Perhaps it is time for a new iteration of Bubbles.
Bubs is gonna kind of just like look down, and in the corner of his eye, he thinks he sees like a small little static from his bubble, and he just, I don't know.
Socrates, kind of reading the discomfort from Bubbles, would turn to you, Echo, and go, "Perhaps it is time for another iteration. An upgrade, perhaps. I have something for you." They fish around amongst their things, and they pull out this, what looks not dissimilar to the combat gyroscope that you have, just a little smaller, a little bit more miniaturized. And they say, "This advanced reflex system has been derived from the mutagen that you sent. The quantum harmonics that are part of it in particular, and it allows space-time manipulation on a subconscious level. You don't need to worry too much about that, but it will allow you to manipulate the odds in your favor, slightly."
What is this, a reroll on your
mechanically,
shitty
this is an
rolls?
armor upgrade or an eye socket this could take. It is called a Slipstream Reflex Core. It is a level 15 tech item.
Nice.
And the passive effects, while equipped, you gain 1 additional trick attack reroll per day.
Damn.
Oh, nice.
Your trick attack DC decreases by 2 due to the enhanced neural prediction that you can now do with this. And Cara, once per short rest, you may reroll any single D20 roll made as part of a trick attack,
Oh my god.
but you must take the second result.
It's okay.
Wow.
You say that, and the
Additionally-
first one you do
Wait,
that
it's not
with is going to
over.
be a 1.
But wait, there's more.
Once per day, as a move action, you may teleport 30 feet to a space that you can see. This movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity. And if used during a trick attack, you gain an additional D8 damage on that attack.
Damn. That's Cool.
Absolute slayer. Thank you.
That is a cool item.
Wow.
Cara says thank you with tears in her eyes. Echo says,
This is adequate.
Useful.
Thank you.
They turn. They have two objects left. You see what almost certainly looks like a neural biochip in one hand. You see this big sort of synthesized needle in one. And then you see a woven necklace that for you, Spice, almost calls your name because it is made out of woven Castrovellian crystal.
Oh.
There's actually the symbol of Hylax on it as well. Oh. But for you, Shade, they turn and they say, I know that there have been issues with your memory in the past, and so using some of the things that you have gathered, the mutagen in particular, I have been able to stimulate elements of overclocked recursive thought patterns within exocortexes and other mechanical brains. It will weaken the memory firewalls, which may cause some flickers of older data, but it will also allow your exocortex to function much better. And mechanically, this is a level 15 tech item. It is a brain implant. While equipped, your exocortex gets a +1 enhancement bonus to skill checks and AC bonuses that it provides as part of combat maneuvers. You also gain an additional move action, which you can use once a day. It can only be used for an exocortex target function, so recall, scan, deploy, any of the active tracking that you have, you could use it for. And then, as a free action once per day, you can trigger a flashback glitch. You can either reroll a failed engineering, computers, or perception check. You could choose to auto-succeed on a knowledge check as past data surges through you.
Damn.
Or you could gain a +2 circumstance bonus to attack rolls against constructs for 1 round.
Mm.
And this is the Mosaic Cortex Injector.
Nice. I will take it's like a chip.
It's just like a brain chip.
Okay.
And they would say, the Lashunta gentleman could implant that for you, I'm sure.
Vincent.
Yes. They turn to you, Spice, and they present to you a woven necklace of Castrovellian crystal. You can see off of it there are strands of this strange glowing blue protein that whiffs off into nothing. There are symbols of Hylax along this as well. I would say some of you might actually recognize the same glowing blue from the Primanism that you found on Siren.
That's
And-
Primanism.
Socrates says, yes, this is something that I synthesized with the mutagen and primanistic proteins. It resonates with biotic frequencies of healing and belief. This may help without your scientific officer and your healing officer at your disposal. Spice, this is a level 15 hybrid item. It is a magic bio item, and this is just an item that you would wear around your neck. While this is equipped, you gain a +2 morale bonus to medicine and life science checks. And then once per round, when you successfully use a healing ability or spell, the target also gains +1 d6 temporary HP and +1 bonus to will saves for 1 hour. In addition, as a resolve point and a standard action, for the next minute, your healing spells restore maximum possible HP, and your envoy improvisations with healing or support effects affect 1 additional target within.
Oh my god!
Wow, nice.
You guys are never gonna die.
Well, we might still.
You might still.
You're still Spice.
Wait, what? An
I'm
additional
still me.
target?
Socrates says,
We're still us.
after crunching some numbers on your team and your individual performances, I estimated without this additional support, without Gibbs, you would all die.
That was
You
my
are
calculation
correct.
as well.
They nod their head and they say, is there anything else that you will need some assistance with while you're here?
Echo kind of like is holding the core and like just kind of like gestures to one eye.
Do you need that implanted?
I do. It would be safest.
Very well.
Bubs will. This is a really great gift, but I don't know if I can accept this. For me, at least. I made a promise to someone. that one day we'd be able to.
Okay.
We'd be normal.
He nods and just pulls Echo like up the ramp.
Okay.
Doesn't care at all.
Okay, he's like talking to Cindy.
But you can see Cindy like is listening.
He's like talking
to
to everyone. He's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
really
yeah,
just talking
sure.
to this jerk. He'll be.
That just gifted you.
Yeah, that's fine. Anyways,
In
Bubs
his
is
mind, he's just like he
just
can do
talking.
whatever he wants.
Anyways,
but yeah.
Bubs is saying, I made a promise to someone, and I'm not gonna let him have to experience emotions alone. It's a lot, all these returning things. He's gonna just look at Sydney and just shake his head. He's all flustered. He's
Bubbles,
not until Miles.
we'll all be together again soon. I'm sure of it.
I know, but
Bubbles.
I promised him. I don't want to feel this until he can.
She nods her head and she says, just keep it with you in case you need it before then. But I understand. Echo, you are led up the ramp and you begin some surgery literally in minutes. Clears off the desk. Not super this is not his primary function. This is not something that he's great at by any means, but he seems competent enough and certainly is confident
Could have
enough.
helped you on that one.
I mean, it'd be like Gibbs doing the surgery. Actually,
No,
would
Shade-
Socrates be better than Gibbs?
Yes.
Shade,
For
I think,
this
would be
particular
able to
thing
do it.
relating to androids, yes. Vesson would be a better person for like a non-android, but for you guys, Socrates probably the person. So
I would need to go to Vesson to get mine implanted.
okay,
And we're on a kind of a tight schedule, so you'd probably want to do that. Do I do that before or after we talk to Peep, though?
I don't think we have
Peep-
time for Peep.
Peep is
We have
scheduled
to
for
have time
the
for
final hour of our time here.
It's not like these, we got time for Peep. We always got time for
so the two androids
Daddy.
go off, and you can add those upgrades as you spend
I
a little bit
also
of time
thank Socrates.
getting those added. You thank Socrates, no problem.
Have like a little thank you note.
That does leave just a brief amount of time for Bubbles and Spice. Is there anything that you're doing around this
Probably
space
die,
prior
so
to meeting
we
with
can
Pete?
eat chocolate.
Yes.
I did want to meet with Javier.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's-
Wait.
Javier was...
Bob just leaves. He doesn't. I don't think he tells you where he's going.
Well, she grabs your hand before you leave.
Shade also wanted to coordinate with Mosaic Team.
What?
What? You don't want to know what it's like without a bubble?
I do, of course. It's all I ever wanted in my life, but there's someone out there who wants it just as much as me, and I promised them that I would make us normal.
We both know it's Miles. You can say his name out loud.
I'm just scared that if I say it, it might be the last time I say it. I'm worried about this mission.
Bubbles. I want to be the first thing you touch outside the bubble, not Miles. She'll like push back
Bubs doesn't know what to say.
and walks away.
Damn.
Bubs will just look around.
Can you imagine, like, literally in this moment, having seen the cue off on that radio station, the song that you just queued up, probably put it on right now.
No.
This
This
is
one goes out to TV.
like
She
cut to,
turns
like,
around,
Pestle at the
punches you
station.
so hard in the face
can
that
see
you die.
They basically have like Chris
Daniel
Pine's
Daniels.
face like
Yeah.
stapled onto an android, and they just put out to Tiffy. You make your way into the lift and head down to Barracks 1, where the Mosaic personnel who are living on the station make their home. And Mosaic Team 1 has taken up residence in the space. and the door opens. You can see the diplomatic officer Javier, tan skin, white button-up shirt. You can see at the moment polishing this kind of drone that carries their sniper rifle everywhere. You can see behind them broad-shouldered goblin. They're not wearing their full mosaic blue business suit. They're currently just wearing like an A-frame and some shorts, but they stand up as you come in. You can see the security officer, all 9 feet of him, this huge black vest enforcer armor, currently still on their body, though everybody else in much more relaxed attire, still wearing armor, still holds a weapon. And then you can see no sign of Techno or Shreya at this moment. But it is relatively late. They look up at all of you, at you rather, as you enter.
Hi, Bubba's. We're back, representing Mosaic Team 5. We're back on station. How are you guys doing?
You can see Javier nods, puts the cloth down, stands up, and holds a hand out to shake yours. Do you shake it?
Yeah.
When you shake it, they smile at you and they say, Bubbles, you've done quite well for yourself, I see. You are leading us into into Aura's Bay.
Yeah, we wanted to have a team meeting about that, but I did want to have a conversation with you about some other stuff about that, but...
The goblin kind of elbows him to the side and just goes, well, where are we going then?
Oh, we're gonna go to Aura's Bay. We're gonna...
Well, yeah, no shit. That's what Javier just said. Don't repeat the boast. Where are you sending us? We were told that Mosaic Team 1 doesn't get to lead this time. So where are we going? And Javier just kind of pushes the goblin aside a little bit and goes, he means well.
Yeah, we all have a lot of feelings about the next mission, and a lot of it can be excitement. I can understand that.
Well, and so you should know the first plan is obvious, yes. We make contact with the Resistance.
I have some people who are already involved, yes.
So you know of Wave Crash?
I know someone who potentially knows Wave Crash. I'm sure of it, but they were speaking in code, but I'm sure they're in contact.
Good.
Are you talking about Kevin?
I think Sydney, since Sydney knows about the location of the Rocco delivery, probably has some kind of inside information towards the Resistance. So that's my assumption.
You're making a lot of assumptions there. And
I
feel like that's fine for Bubs.
Wait,
okay, that's a weird thing
I
to
thought
say,
the
but
Resistance was the Vesk thing.
No. Bub...
The Resistance on Oris Bay.
Yeah.
Oh.
As Bubs was saying.
Out of the Rocco shipping.
Oh.
I assume that they might have some contacts to Wave Crash, you said?
Yes. Wave Crash is the computerized system that the Resistance is using. It is attached to the Delivery Orientation Location Planning and Hiring Informational Network at the Rocco site.
Yeah. Like, the person who told me about the Rocco site, I'm assuming they might have contacts with Wave Crash. I'm just not sure how to go about messaging them. I'm quite sure...
We need to make contact.
Yes, but I'm quite sure that a lot of the channels that we may be able to reach out to them might be monitored.
Bubbles. Rocco Courier is still operating. You just need to order a package or knock it on.
Okay, I have someone who can order something for us.
They nod. And then Waldo again wedges himself in and goes, but again, where are we getting sent?
We'll talk about that soon, my friend. But we are going to, we're going to be a bit busy, with the planning and stuff, so it's really just, that information will come when it comes.
Make a diplomacy check.
What is that? That's a 14 plus.
Pretty good.
13, so 27.
Very nice. You can see they eye you up and down and they go, all right, I see how it is. You're a big shot now, and now you're holding all the information to yourself. I remember what it was like being important. I remember what it was like being fresh and new. All right, you have your secret. And he walks off.
All right, then keep your secrets.
Yeah. Javier, I will make contact with my my person on the inside. As we prepare for this mission, I just wanted to let you know that I was inappropriate with you a couple weeks back when we had a conversation on my ship, and what I said was wrong.
It's clear that you have a lot of feelings, and I understand.
Spice is her own person, and she can be with whoever she wants. And she wants.
Can I?
Yeah, Bubs
leans in.
did not pick up
He
on
says, it's clear to me that this would bother you, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if things are... It's... I might be with someone. I don't know.
You might be with someone. Who? Is it Evie?
No.
He wishes.
No, it's
Way
EVT.
worse.
Yeah.
It's way worse than Evie.
You can see he's,
No, they're
just,
both
he's
lovely.
thinking about who it might be, and then just goes,
You wouldn't know them.
is it Gibbs? Is that why she was sent back?
Oh, the yin and yang that would never
Gubbs.
should be.
The Gubbs shipper.
The Gubbs shipper.
No, Javier,
You should not develop connections like that with your medical officer, especially.
no.
Gubs or bibs?
Well,
Bibs.
they're not really on our team. Well, actually, they might be related to the upcoming mission. They are potentially my source on the inside.
You have a source on the inside.
Well, they let me know about the resistance. I'm guessing that they might have contacts.
See if you can find out more, and we will see what we can find out as well. We have promising leads as well.
Who do you have?
It is a strange group, and there is fractured movements within it. But they are called the Cult of the Flesh Skull.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah, them.
Never heard of them.
I'm sure that could be a real potential opening. That sounds great.
I think if we could side with the right faction, they would make valuable allies.
Yeah. I think maybe we could discuss this more in the meeting. How long is it till the meeting? Is it close?
Yeah, like 30 minutes.
Okay. Do you want to walk with me?
Let's go.
Bubs will head out with Happy.
They go with you. They wave. They're going to go as like the sort of representative of Team 1.
Yeah.
But you make your way over with them. The rest of you also kind of conglomerating around Peep's office.
Yeah.
All right. You all arrive in time for your meeting.
Nice.
You make your way one by one into this kind of office. Peep looks up, polishes off his sandwich, and kind of clears the desk off, and then just says, all right. So we're here to plan for Aura's Bay again. I want to go over a couple of things that have changed since you've been there, because things are not like they used to be. And he rolls out a map. And as you can already see that there have been substantial changes to Aura's Bay because it is 9:40.
No!
And a good place for us to
I'm glad
No!
this is where we're going to end. We will start next session with the planning. You guys will get a brief overview of what Peep and Team 1 have learned about Aura's Bay in the time that you have all been away. There have been some substantial differences. There are some highlights and there are some lowlights as well. But we'll talk about all of that next week. If you cannot wait that long, join us tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as the Wandering Hearts have at long last reached the center of the Mercandraw and will be approaching Baba Yaga's hut. Please, whatever you do,
Social.
stay safe. It is wild out there. We will see you next week.
See you, space boyfriend.